Jerry, thanks for the like and retweet. I appreciate that. That sucks over here. Okay. Whew. Gotta will my body to move a little bit after vigorous exercise today. Just means I'm out of shape, that's all. Gotta work on that. Not right now, though. Right now, I'm busy. Hello? Can you guys hear me over there? Oh, hold on, I'll come to you. There. That's much better. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5, the Stream Edition. You may notice that I'm meeting you in a different spot than I met you last time when we got through all of the story bits pre-Okumura's palace and kind of recruited a new team member, Haru. She's not part of the team just yet, but she will be before long. And that's because this time I actually went ahead and I took care of, if you look over here, well, they're not in my key items right now, but I actually went ahead and, first of all, I sold all of the treasure items that I had left over from that Mementos trip to EY, because I forgot to do that the last time I was with EY. Ah, John, that's why you wanted me to be on time. Thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. That's awesome. But yeah, I sold off all of the old treasure stuff that I had laying around there. I sold off any excess items that I don't need. And I went ahead and I got the 3 model guns that I needed to get from getting the Mothman capsules back in Akihabara there. So I had a feeling. I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, you know, why did he want me to be exactly on time today? And I thought about it. I says, he's got to have something up his sleeve, man. It's got to have something to do with that. And I thought about it. I says, maybe he's gonna sub. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a whole bunch. That's cool. That's a little bit of extra revenue in my pocket. Puts us a little closer to the $100 that Twitch requires me to get before I can get going from there. Hey, Carbon, how's it going? Well, you were one of the first. Dreamwalker beat you to it. He was the first one. He subbed with his Twitch Prime sub. Not last time, but the time before, I think. And you are the second one. So, anyway. And
I'm
Carbon,
doing
thanks for the
fine.
10 bits, man. I appreciate that. Glad you're doing good. Okay, but anyway, yeah, so we've got a couple of days left before we have to go to Okumura's palace, and the game seems to be lagging just a little bit. Maybe it's because I just looked all the way out of the street there. I don't know. Where am I going? I'm going into the alleyway because today we're going to start out. We're going to hang out with Yusuke. It was close, John. It was real close. Just, you didn't quite make it in time for the first sub thing, that's all. But it's fine. I still appreciate it. I treat all my subs equally, so all two of you guys at this point. I treat everyone equally, let's be honest though, so. Slow it down, Yusuke. We've got plenty of time between now and then. We got 18 days before we gotta be done, and we'll be done like at least 8 days before, if I remember right from my schedule. I figured out an alternate solution, by the way, to having to keep opening up my notes and then going back. Turns out I should just probably use, I'm going to try using it from here on, good old-fashioned pen and paper. I've got a piece of paper in my hand here that has all of the notes that I should need for this entire stream in terms of characters to hang out with, responses, what to get on each particular day, and then where we're going. So hopefully that works out. It's sitting right in front of me, and I don't have to switch off of my own stream chat in order to do that, so that will help out. But Yusuke sounds like he needs some help from us, so... Well, what do you mean, but? There, Saizo. What do you mean? Well, you'll see what he means in just a little bit here. You went all the way back to your atelier, or Madarame's atelier? Why are we back here? Yeah, it feels like so long ago that we were here at this point. It feels like it's been forever. Was it like stream number 10 or 9? Or something like that the last time we were here? Something tells me it's going to be a lifelong journey of discovery for you there, Yusuke. Something tells me that by the end of this, we're not going to have it. We're going to be basically where we started, but you're going to have some better perspective on the whole idea of this being a lifelong journey. So you thought to come back here then, right? Yeah. Are you sure that... Well, I would say, are you sure that we'll be allowed inside, but I guess the place is kind of abandoned now that Madarame's in jail. He probably still owns the property, but... The real question is, how long is he going to spend in jail? He probably won't be able to come back here for years, so... Okay. Hey, Conker, how's it going? Uh-oh. Doors stuck! Doors stuck! Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, we should get that thing fixed. That lock should be fixed pretty good. Oh, you don't need to call a locksmith, Yusuke. You don't need to call... you got a locksmith right here, man. So this is what we meant, the thing said there by I will grow stronger soon, but, well, you needed rank 4 proficiency in order to actually fix the door, so I got it. Why is Conker not sub? Conker doesn't have to be sub. Like I said, I treat everybody equally well on this stream there, so... Oh, you keep forgetting to use the free try. That's okay. That's okay, no problem. Everyone is welcome here.
I see.
I would welcome you with open arms, but I feel like for some people that would be like sexual harassment or something. So I'm not. I'll welcome you with my arms open, but please don't come in for a hug because then bad things apparently could happen. Anyway. Oh, use your girlfriend's Amazon Prime? Gotcha. That's the way to do it, John. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, seriously, Yusuke. Like I said, it's been like 20 streams since we've been here last time. What kind of tomes? Magic tomes? No, that's a different game. Ah, okay. I get the feeling everyone in the party likes manga in some way or another. Like, Yusuke would sneak them in occasionally, and she watched anime when she was younger, so she kind of had that whole idea. Ryuji loves manga. Futaba loves manga. I don't know about Haru yet, but I feel like Makoto's kind of like one of those closet manga or anime fans. So maybe that's why they're all like, well, you know what? We're not going to take this shit, because they were secretly all otaku at one point or another. Hey, still going with that honorific there. Well, he's not controlling your life. You're just used to that idea. Yeah, are you okay there, Yusuke? You seem like you're having some trouble with all this. It's no problem. I just want to figure it out. Oh, you're on the next story so I've been conquered? Gotcha. Gotcha. So you know what's going to happen here in a little while. It'll probably take us a few streams to get around to where you, where you are right now. So, but we'll get there. Right. How could I have been so blind? Well, that's not the right reason to display your talent, Yusuke. I almost think in some ways you were better off before you knew about all of the stuff that you know about now, because at least then you weren't painting for other people's sakes and to, you know, to tell other people, hey, you know what, shut up, I'm good at all this. You weren't doing it for the fame, basically. You were doing it for yourself. Can't say you were surprised. Yeah, me neither, Conker. Me neither. But we'll get to it. Don't worry, we'll get to it.
How could this be?
And what's that? Well, yeah, that's true. Just because you were the son of a great painter, that doesn't mean that you would have become a great painter or artist yourself. I think you're asking the wrong person there, dude. You could probably visit him in jail and have him tell you, but I don't think I could come up with an answer for you.
Agreed.
Yep. That's also possible. Maybe he isn't even aware of it. It's a tough question. Well, there's good and there's bad to people, Yusuke. That's the thing, is that everything exists in some form of... the world is not black and white. The world is shades of gray, and we all end up at a certain point in the gray scale spectrum there, depending on where we are in our lives and where we want to go. So, you kind of gotta take it in stride, man. That's basically all it is. Well, you're still searching, that's all. Uh-oh, we have an intruder! Or perhaps we're the intruder. Oh, isn't that guy from the museum? From back when Yusuke was displaying his painting for Desire? Yeah. He must live around here then. Guess he knows about that.
Yes.
Huh. He's very perceptive, apparently. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you could say that. Well, that's awfully nice of him. That's a very possible thing. He doesn't have a patron right now. He doesn't have somebody who's kind of commissioning him for things. Maybe he just needs that to start with, and then he can branch out on his own once he gets his mojo back. So he's like a philanthropist or something, huh? Japanese Art Support Foundation. Well, that makes sense. Sounds like you just got a good gig going there, Yusuke. Yeah. Well, literally and figuratively, I suppose. I do get lucky a lot, don't I? No problem. And so, for reminiscing on old, unhappy, far-off things with Yusuke and finding out that he may be not as bad off as he thought, we get rank 6 of the Emperor Confidant, and Yusuke gets access to Hari-sen Recovery so he can smack people with fans and get rid of their status ailments. So, good. Very good.
shall we return home?
Okay. I
See
will
you.
head out with you, but we'll take a different train. Okay, Carbon, take it easy. Thanks for coming. Okay, tonight is the night, ladies and gentlemen. We can max out a confidant that will get us the best confidant ability in the game, and she is right over here. Well, right, because you quit your job as being a maid, correct? Okay, one last night to spend with Kawakami there, but first, let's check everything else out and then we'll go from there. Oya is drunk. Great. We can get her to rank 6 now. Maybe I should leave her alone for a little bit so she can come down from her buzz. You don't say. After last time, you talking about the actor? Our strategy was basically just go after him because I said so, which, Mishima, that's not working. No, Mishima, I don't have time to meet up with you today about that damned actor. Gonna put him on the back burner for a little while, see how he likes it. I know it's kind of dickish of me, but it's okay. So Mishima's there, Oya is there, and Kawakami's here. But you know what we need to do first and foremost before we do anything else. We don't gotta do anything else today. So, let's use our payphone and call Kawakami up one last time.
Hey there.
Well, I say one last time, but that's only for the confidant. We will call her up a few more times after this for other things, but not just yet. Okay, maybe she actually does want to take me up on that tutoring offer. Well, yeah, let's call her over.
Okay.
Sweet. Let's see what's up.
Sorry I'm late. A student asked me for some advice as I was leaving.
It's like 9 o'clock at night. Like, when did they ask you? At like 8:30?
That's actually been happening a lot lately. I wonder if they see me in a new light now.
Well, you were all fired up earlier this week when you found out about the Takaseis not being absolute jack-offs to you anymore.
I need to work hard so I can make up for all the times I let my students down in the past.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, it sounds like you're doing well then. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better.
Apparently they like that I'm not too serious. I guess my laid-back personality is coming in useful.
Well, you can be laid back and still be a good teacher. You just gotta press where it's important and not press where it's not.
So, now, this is coming from me as your teacher.
Right.
An awful thought occurred to me the more I spent time with you.
And what's that?
And I can no longer overlook such a grave danger. You are way too lax when it comes to your diet. You need to be more serious about your nutrition.
I thought she knew what was up with us for a second there.
And the state of your room. You need to stop slacking. I mean, look at how dusty this place is.
Okay, down here I don't need to clean. This is Sojiro's realm. I clean upstairs, okay?
I put up with the mess because you are my client, but you need to thoroughly clean in here.
I was gonna say, what are you, my mom? Okay, I'll clean up in here.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'll clean it up for the next time you're here.
There are just some things you have to prioritize over your studies, you know?
Like cleaning an entire restaurant? That seems like it should be second fiddle to my studies, especially since entrance exams are coming up like, what, next year?
Oh yeah, there's one more thing.
And what's that?
You're a member of the Phantom Thieves, right?
Oh, so she does know, and she's just like, oh, hey, nonchalant. Like, well, why do you think so?
That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way too good for me.
I suppose it did happen not too long before the trip, and then, well...
And you're the only one who knew about my situation.
I mean, they could have been listening from the hallway. So, what if I am a phantom thief?
Well...
Put this back on your plate there.
Don't worry. I have no intention of telling anyone.
Well, good. I'm glad.
There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end, they help people like me, right?
Well, yeah, we help people in need. That's the point of the whole thing.
That's so you.
Well, I am the leader, so I guess it kind
I
of...
just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better.
Hey, you didn't really give me the best rap the first time we met, but I suppose what's done is done.
I'll support you 100%.
Sweet.
You're not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students.
Well, good. That does sound promising, so I'm glad that everything's working out for you now.
Right? For my students and for you.
And that takes care of that.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of temperance, granting thee infinite power.
Well, at least it's slightly less morose than the ultimate secret of death, like last time. And so, for talking it over with Kawakami and finding out that she's going to do her best in the future as a teacher, we get rank 10 and max out the Temperance Confidant. And we get a new ability, the one I've been talking about, the one we've been waiting for. Special Massage. Puff Puff Massage? Gosh, I sure hope not. Request a massage after going into the metaverse, which lets you go out at night. And there's a there's a card that kind of says exactly what that means in just a moment. But first, for maxing out the Temperance Confidant, we can also now fuse Arda, which I think, if I remember right, is the fusion between Shiva and Parvati. It's like some Hindu god creature of some kind, like better than a god, like whatever that's considered in Hindu myth and religion. I don't remember exactly, but we can fuse them now, so that's cool. Him, her, it, whatever that thing is. But yeah, so now if you call Kawakami at night after going to Mementos or a main palace, she can come to LeBlanc and give you a massage. And what that does is the fact that you normally are tired when you go to the metaverse in any way, to the palace, to Mementos, that sort of stuff. Her massage cures that tiredness. So when you walk over to your room there, you no longer have Morgana going, hey, you must be exhausted, let's go to sleep now. You can go out at night and actually do confidants or social stats or anything like that, even after going to Mementos, which is going to open up about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nights for us between now and the end of the game that we wouldn't otherwise have. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, we need all the nights that we can get in order to max out all of our confidants there. So we're going to put them to good use, trust me.
Okay, let's get into it. 50 terms, go!
You're giving me a pop quiz right now?
I want you to flunk your exams.
Well, I guess she was actually going to do the stuff about the entrance exams there.
Go the distance with you.
Oh boy. What kind of special lesson, Saizo? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. And suddenly, I'm exhausted. Well, I'm sure that wasn't anything at all. Suddenly pop quiz, and that's why I grew so tired. Maybe. You never know.
Hey!
Alright, we got a seat on the train. Cool. Only had to push through a huge crowd to get here. Okay, so we've got a couple of books that I'd like to read in order to get social stats there. Cry of Cthulhu is one of them, but first let's read Ghost Encounters. Both of them give you +3 guts, so it really doesn't matter which one you read first, but read Cry of Cthulhu last, and then we'll turn it back into the library. What, do you think the people on the train are going to hear me if I read this pamphlet out loud? Not quite done. Almost there. Yep. Cool. So we read half of that. We'll read the other half. There will be a bunch of days where either Kawakami lets you slack off or you get seats on the train between now and the end of the game there. So you should have plenty of time to read through any books that you've got left over. But obviously prioritize the ones that will get you the social stats you need to max out first. So. Well, Black Friday is just around the corner there, so. Well, there's no soccer gig in this game. There is some baseball, but not as a team. Oh, yeah, I can take a look. What's up?
Do you know this one?
Well, remember what they were talking about with the televisions from earlier in the game? Like, you know how people used to dream in black and white and everything like that because televisions were in black and white, so they dreamed that way? They did a similar thing with soccer balls because when they first started showing it on television, it was still in black and white. So they wanted to put some contrast on it to make it show up on TV.
This is it.
Precisely.
All the trivia that I know from this game, I could basically go on Jeopardy! Now remember that she mentioned that the ball has 12 pentagons and 20 hexagons on it, because that's actually, I think, if I remember right, a midterm question for later. It's not too bad, though. They really don't make the questions that hard, to where it's like you're racking your brain for it, you know?
Nice going.
Okay, and we are getting closer to the top there. Now, if I did all of my calculations correctly, we should be able to max out our other 4 social stats, other than Charm, obviously, because we're already maxed there. We should be able to max out Knowledge before the end of the Alcumara Palace, Guts right about when it ends, like right about when the time period ends, Proficiency just before the end of the palace there, like right before we steal the treasure, and Kindness, it's kind of up in the air. It'll either happen right before the deadline or right after the deadline, so we'll see. But we're working our way up for now, so. Yeah, I know about the Moonburger there. Oh, well, I mean, probably once in a while. Especially if it's like the Moonburger, because that sounds like almost like a veggie burger of some kind, but I could be wrong.
Hey.
Don't worry, Morgana, I have a plan on when we're going to go, because actually, we're going to be going into Mementos on the 26th. We have a couple of other people to hang out with, but today, primarily, it's going to be a day to hang out with confidants that we haven't really had too much time with. We've only done a little bit with them there. And one of them is this little kid right here. So we got to go hang out with Shinya today, but there's also a couple other people. Well, I think it's just one person. I think it's just Makoto who's also available. Maybe Dr. Takemi, but she's already done, so we don't really worry about that. And Anne wants to go to the palace, but
Write something.
we're not going to do that today. Okay, so we started Ghost Encounters. Next up is Shinya. So let's head that way. All the way to Akihabara there. And I'll show you that I've got 3 model guns just as soon as we go into Mementos the next time. I just want to get done with this first before I go show you that, so. We'll get done with the in real life stuff in the game first, and then we'll get the other stuff. Got about 18 left for Max Guts. Okay, well, it sounds like you're doing pretty good. You might have to use a few nights in order to, or days in order to get that. You got to think about, basically you should look at how many people that you have left during the day and at night, and whichever one you need less of, like less people to max out, you should use some time at that time in order to like either go to Big Bang Burger or do that sort of thing. Maybe get a luck rating from Chihaya in order to help you out with that. So something like that, because that should help you a little bit with getting that all the way to the top. You really don't need it until you get to like Hangman rank 7 or something like that, so it's not hugely necessary. I just want to get done at Big Bang Burger before the end of the next story bit, because, well, if we change his heart, Alcumara's heart, and he goes to jail for what he does, then, well, no one's going to want to eat a Big Bang Burger anymore, obviously, because of that. I mean, that might reduce the price and everything, but that may also lead the company to very bad places where they start using even less high-quality ingredients than they were before, and all that. Oh, the other thing that I did while I was off-screen yesterday, well, actually it was the day before, but not the point. Point is, the other thing that I did yesterday in-game, before I opposite place there was when I turned on the stream. I did some Gallows strengthening for Jetayu in order to get him up to level 36. I actually fused Gallows strengthen him with Satanta, and he got like 10,000 experience or something like that for it. So it was pretty good, I think. It was better than anything else I've gotten. I don't know why all of a sudden he was getting that much, but whatever. But he got, what did he get that time? I think he got Climate Decorum, which doubles our evasion against everything in special weather conditions. So that's pretty good. Right now he doesn't have his secondary gun skill because he doesn't actually get one in spite of the fact that he gets snipe as a skill, but we'll replace Flash Bomb with an actual gun skill a little later. Once we get up to level 39, we'll have access to a persona, that lets us, get a good gun skill for him. So let's go into the arcade. Hang out with Shinya today.
Hey,
What's up, little dude? Yeah, I know about it. You got a badge? Well, that's good. Okay. Yep, let's see how to shoot from Shinya.
all right.
Oh, and I realized since last time, I was like, oh, well, he isn't that vulgar.
You bastard.
Well, you know, there's that, so I completely forgot about that particular line. So I guess he is a little vulgar. I was thinking when everyone was saying he's so vulgar and everything, I'm like, is he going to start dropping the F-bomb for us or something? Is he going to be the one and only NPC, like even Ryuji doesn't want to say the F word most times, and here's Shinya just swearing like a paratrooper. But he doesn't go, I don't think he goes that far. Well, that's what it looks like you're doing, so I mean... See, all of you fools think he has a bad attitude, so you're not willing to approach him. I'm gonna approach him and take care of it even with his bad attitude. Not long at the rate I'm going.
No, not like that.
Eventually, we're only at rank 2, dude, so like... Yeah, we went for a while today. Well, come on now. You're saying it like I'm on the same level as you. Don't compare me to you. We're on 2 entirely different levels, dude.
Hey,
You're way better. And why is that? You're not gonna tell me, are you, Shinya? Damn. Ha! Gave it right back to him. Oh, jeez. Yeah, how wooed! For all he knew, I could be like your older brother or something. Like, you'd think that he'd just leave us be, but apparently not. Yeah. Well, that's no good. Is that why you hang out here all day? Well, that's also not good for their health, Shinya. It doesn't help you get stronger if you're here till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, dude, because that makes you weaker. You don't sleep as much. And trust me, you need all the sleep you can get when you start getting into teenage years and stuff. I mean, you could be like become like a professional esports player and then you'd never ever lose at Gunabout, but so you admire their strength then, I would guess. Right. Sounds like we've got a fan on our hands here. I'll tell them that you said that.
thank you.
Well, you know, he probably got called up by his boss, and his boss said, get that kid out of here, so it may not even be his fault. And what move is that, Shinya? Oh, the one that we were doing today. Okay. I should try it sometime. And so, for playing more Gunabout with Shinya and learning a new technique, we get rank 2 of the Tower Confidant, and we get a new ability, Bullet Hail, which basically allows you at certain times, and this is really helpful in palaces, so that's why I kind of wanted to get this at least before we went into the next palace. You can sometimes, when you get an ambush on an enemy, enter into an all-out attack right at the beginning of the fight, where you basically drop into the fight and you shoot the shit out of the enemy, dealing not gun damage, but almighty damage to the enemy. So no enemies resist almighty damage, so it's basically like a regular old all-out attack, and it's like a button mashing mini game that they give you for it. So it's really good, and you can shave off probably like a good half of the enemy's HP, like for all enemies when you're doing that. So it's pretty good ability. It's one of my favorites in the game.
Right.
So I definitely wanted to grab it before we were done. So. Right. It might work in the game, but it's not going to work in real life. Well, I think you're strong enough in the game to be strong in real life. He's really dead set on this winning all the time thing. I wonder why. Anyway, we get some more kindness for hanging out with him. Awesome. Working our way up with that.
All right.
Later.
Later, Shinya. And tonight we're going to work on another... Oh, hey, Akechi. There he is. Oh, shit, my phone. Sorry, I had to do all this stuff before I tell you what I'm going to tell you there. First, let's listen to what our friends have to say. Nope, not yet. Not recently. Right. I mean... Or we could be playing right into their hands. You never know. They could be biding their time until we do something. So they can see what we're doing. No, it's not because of us, Ryuji. If anything, they're probably one step ahead of us. I mean, considering they've done all of that stuff with the mental shutdowns already, I would say that they're one step ahead of the rest of us who only do 5 minutes of research, apparently, now before we go after a target. Well, I'll be honest with you, Futaba, it's going to go that way anyway, regardless of what we do, so... Yeah, well, let him be upset. I couldn't give a shit less. Hey, Akechi, what's up? Nah, you're not intruding, dude. Yeah, you're welcome here anytime you want to come, man. Don't let me stop you. Well, I'm glad you can relax here.
I'll see you
Okay,
later.
later, Akechi. Well, that was nice. Let's see who I am to me. Ah, Hifumi did, so she's the one we're going to hang out with. I actually want to go and grab something first before we go hang out with her, so... Well, EY needs some help today, but we said that we were going to hang out with Hifumi earlier this week, and we haven't yet, so I want to try to start hanging out with her because she is the lowest out of any of our confidants that we have at night right now, and so we got to start hanging out with her to make sure that she is all set and ready to go. We'll go there in just a few minutes. There is something that I'd like to show you guys, though, because I found something out the last time I was playing the game. And that requires me to actually go back to Central Street where I met you at the beginning of the episode. I really probably should have just done this when I was playing back there and doing the little cold open that I did, but no harm done. Well, let me see. What am I doing tomorrow? I gotta go to Shibuya to go get Ojiru anyway. And then I'll be back in town. So, you know what? We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. No big deal. What I was thinking of doing today, that is. Because we gotta come back this way anyway in order to go and do everything that we needed to do tomorrow for Confidants. So, I'll just come back and do it tomorrow. First, before we do that, though, we need to go and hang out with Hifumi. And I'm basically, because there's no direct line to the Kanda Church there, I'm basically going to say, well, it's probably like right down this way somewhere. Like that leads to Akihabara and Shinjuku. So I'm going to say this does, even though, yeah, there's nothing for us to do over here. I'm going to walk over here every time I want to go to Kanda Church there to see Hifumi. So, just so you know my thought process and why I'm just wandering aimlessly. That's why. Hey, Hifumi, what's up? Yeah, but you guys didn't make it all the way over to LA, did you? It is, yeah. It's pretty warm for September. Okay, I can learn the basics of Shoki. Cool. Increase my knowledge base a little bit. Let's hang out with
I
Hifumi.
look forward to it.
Cool. Alright, Morgana, don't go, like, into the confessional or something while somebody's confessing there. That's kind of sacrilegious. So, other than that, go nuts, dude. Oh, and also, don't pee underneath the pews. That would suck, too. She's really getting into this, isn't she? I summoned the winged dragon, guardian of the fortress! That's what this whole thing reminds me of. Pawn to B1? No. I think that's all in your head, Hifumi. Oh boy. Yeah, she's really getting into this. Damn, that echoed all the way through the church. Right. Well. Damn, I lost again! What did you do again? Well, you really get into the game, that's all. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a little weird at first, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't mind it. It's fine with me. Maybe a little. Ha! Okay, so it's probably just rubbed off on you. Okay. Well, if you're getting into it like that, that means that you'll be better at the game for it. Why? Because you get into the game like that? Well, that's not very nice. And that's not very good of you either. Yeah, have a little confidence in yourself there, Hifumi, because you're the one who did image training. Like, come on. You gotta know this. Well, it's not my positivity. It's supposed to be your positivity. Maybe just from our chats. And so, for getting thoroughly trounced in Shogi once again, we get rank 2 of the Star Confidant. And no new ability this time, but we'll work on it for next rank. We hang out with Hifumi a lot because, obviously, like I said, she's the lowest of our nighttime confidants there, so I gotta get her rank up a little bit. So we'll be hanging out with her basically twice a week from now on. Excuse me. Okay, cool.
Oh.
What's that? I've been reading a weekly magazine lately, but it was from like 4 months ago. Oh, I know that look right there. That's the look of not wanting to do whatever you're saying you're doing, huh? It was your eyes. Your eyes gave yourself away. Well, then just don't do it. What's the problem? Okay. Well, yeah, you are talked about all over the news and stuff, so I suppose that could, you know, help a little bit with other shogi players and stuff, bring attention to it. Oh, I didn't realize you had such a tight schedule. Okay. We get an extra point of knowledge for hanging out with her, so that's good. I could go get like a luck reading for knowledge, so every time you hang out with her we get 2 points, but it's not that necessary. Like right now we need, I think, like 6 music notes worth of knowledge in order to get our rank to max, so we'll get that before we're even done with Okumura's Palace anyway, so
right.
Just from school questions.
Until next time.
Alright, later, Hifumi. Excuse me. I was gonna say, somebody must be calling me on my day off. Who could it be? It's Lil Sis. Okay. She wants to play games. Great. Oh boy. It's a stress relief game, huh? Power Intuition. Yeah, I guess we should. We're not going to be hanging out with her tomorrow because it's not necessary, but it will be good to see her over here instead of hanging out just in her room all day. Futaba comes over a lot in the next few months there, and she can help you kind of max out your stats if you want to waste a day there doing it, but I've pretty much got it under control in terms of getting the stats there, and we need the days that we can get as well, in addition to all the nights we can get. I've got the schedule very meticulously done from here till the end of the game, so that hopefully everything works out fine. I should have about a week of spare time left at the end of the game at the rate that I'm going, so we should be okay. Well, you'll never find out our true identities, because we don't plan on revealing them anytime soon unless Ryuji slips in some way. Wouldn't put it past him. That's kind of mean, I know, but the rate him and Mishima are going, shit might go down. Is it today that I do the plant, or is it tomorrow? think it's tomorrow. Oh no, you know what? I don't think it is tomorrow, because tomorrow would be 2 weeks. So, Sonic Socks, huh? I think those are like agility +5 or something like that, but I don't need them. Like I said before, the shopping channel in this game is pretty lame. Like, I got ultimate equipment from Persona 4's shopping channel. This game, it's just like, man, there ain't nothing on there. Okay, so Yusuke's in Shibuya, and Ryuji probably wants to go to the palace. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got to find something to do here, and it's not going to be with Futaba. Actually, I don't think I need to do it until, like, we got back from the trip here, so 1, 2, 1, 2. So, yeah, I don't need to take care of the plant until the 28th. Alright, cool. Let's go downstairs, Morgana. We got things to do today. Hey, look, Jantran is here. Is this tyranny of the masses the reason why you're, I would think that you wouldn't, well, no, that depends, because he is a movie critic, so he would kind of figure that there's tyranny in the masses. Oh, why? Well, but that's not the industry telling lies, that's the masses telling lies about you. Alright, later, Jantran. What's up, boss? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will. Hey, look, your daughter's here, you know. You guys should, like, learn to cook together or something.
Yo!
Yo, Futaba. I don't know. I might have to chicken out of this one. We've got some stuff to do today. But you can get +3 guts if you hang out with Futaba here.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, sorry there, little sis. I got stuff to do today.
Aw, what?
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'll let you know. Not gonna be today, though. Did I save before leaving? No, I didn't. Okay, let me do that first. Okay, so we got to go get Ojiru. We got to go... Today we're hanging out with Makoto. I didn't really show on the map that she's available, but I can show it right now, I guess. She is right over there. We can rank her up there. Makoto will probably be maxed out before Yusuke is, because basically from here on, almost every single time you hang out with her will be a rank up. I think actually every single time we hang out with her will be a rank up, because she's pretty easy to max out there once you get her up to rank 5. Actually, really, she's pretty easy to max out altogether, because I think you only need to hang out with her like 11 times total to get her there if you say all the right stuff. So, well, anyway. We need to get some Ojiru today, and that Ojiru will help us because I believe it's Knowledge Ojiru this time. If I remember right?
Hi!
Yep. Ojiru for Knowledge. So now we only need 5 music notes worth of knowledge in order to rank that up again. Well, down the hatch. I was going to make a joke about fish eyes in it, but I started chugging too late. Well, you know, it's got omega-3s in it. All that's in there is a bunch of fish eyes. Oh god, I visualized the fish eyes! Ugh.
All right.
Almost throws up. Anyway, I'd like to show you guys something halfway decent that Conker mentioned previously. Actually found out a little bit more about it there. Thanks, John. Thanks for the 10 bits there. I appreciate it. But actually, if you go over here to Roxanante or Rocinante, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce
Take
it.
your time.
But yeah, so they have some new stuff available to take advantage of the Phantom Thieves craze there. There's these Phantom Wafers, which restore 50 HP and cure ailments. You can get 3 of them per week, so that's not terrible. But, it's not really something that I absolutely need there. There's a Thief Mask, which is agility +1 there. I don't remember if they had this snack pack the last time we were here. But the one thing that I kind of don't really think a lot of people know about in this place is the calling postcard that they have here. You can only buy 1 per week, so they're going to restock tomorrow. But let's buy one. I will show you what that does probably tonight when we get back to Young and Jaya, because that's where it actually matters to be there. Yeah, the game definitely chugs a little bit when I turn all the way over this way. That's no good. But anyway, let's head over to see Makoto there. Oh, you didn't know about that spot? I thought that was the spot that you were talking about. My bad. But yeah, Roxanante is, it's decent for specific things. Gotta get to the train, gotta get to the train, gotta get in there. Get in there, Saizo. There we go. Yeah, that was the only place that I saw that had Phantom Wafers. I tried the other stores, but maybe I was just in the wrong spot. You never know. There's a few places that I've never actually explored in this game, to be honest, because typically you don't have enough time. At least if not if you're doing what I'm doing, where you're trying to do all Mementos missions and max out all Confidants and do all that stuff, so. But anyway, Makoto, what's up?
Hey.
Yep, we're gonna hang out today. Oh, absolutely. I know exactly what I'm doing. No, I don't.
I see.
No, I actually do. So I shouldn't say that. Oh, are you going to talk to me about him? Okay. Sure, I got nothing else going on. Let's hang out with you. Okay. I'm surprised they let her into the school so much, but I suppose she's basically like the valedictorian of her class, so that would make sense. Oh, has he? Sorry, just looking at which answers I gotta provide for her there. There's a lot of questions on this one. Huh. Well, that's not good. Does Aiko know that he's texting you all the time? I feel like she could tell him to stop. Well, yeah. Seems kind of innocent. I mean, no, I think he's suspicious regardless there, Makoto. I think your intuition was pretty well on. It's just he's not showing his true colors yet.
Yes.
He is one of those guys that would end up on Dateline, that's true. Or 48 Hours. Mm-hmm. What, do you think Aiko was depressed in Shinjuku at the time? And she...
Seems.
Oh, okay. I know where you're talking about now, Conquer. Yeah, there's, I know where that is. I can go and show that when we, come back here, because tonight we're hanging out with EY, so I can show that when we come back. Yeah, well, that's basically what Kaneshiro was going to have you do, right? And that's not good. Right. I think I know where this is going. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Wow, that sucks. Well, obviously it wasn't. It was probably just the gangs getting back at him. Well, that's terrible. Did they ever find out what gang it was or anything like that? Did they ever get any information on it? Okay, well, there is that. Right, probably lit a fire under the police force's ass there. Well, that is a horrible story, but it sounds like he was a noble dude through and through. Sounds like he took his job very seriously, and that's why he, you know, performed it so well. He lived for a good cause. Well, I think you're well on your way to being like him there. No, I mean, I don't think you're that hesitant. I think you're just not worldly like he may have been. Right. Well, sometimes that passion seems to overflow with her, but we wouldn't know that at this point in the story. Yeah. Well, he didn't have a choice in dying, so an unconditional surrender like that is... She can't blame him for that. That seems silly. You speak very highly of him, Makoto. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think you guys were pretty close. Well, yeah, that's an admirable thing to do, I think.
Yes.
It falls in line very evenly with our own brand of justice, as long as we don't stray from the path. But we're not on that today. And what was that? It's good advice. Well, you've chosen to live the way society told you to, but you haven't chosen the way that you want to yet, and that's just something you gotta find out, that's all. Yeah, you can figure it out now. You have more options available to you. You aren't blinded to the truth like you were before.
I see.
Well, see, it sounds like you're kind of taking on the same responsibilities that your father took on when he was in the police force there. You're trying to help people wherever you can. We kind of did get off subject there, didn't we?
Actually,
Well, yeah, I can imagine. Well, maybe all you had to do was just be open about it, that's all.
thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. And so, for discussing, again, basically old, unhappy, far-off things with Makoto in terms of her father and his life and death, we get rank 7 of the Priestess Confidant, and we get a new ability there, Shadow Factorization, which lets us see if an enemy will nullify, drain, or repel a certain type of skill. So that's pretty nice. It helps out. It doesn't help us when an enemy resists a skill, but yeah, at least that way you know that you're not going to get like completely shat on by the enemy that you're fighting in a particular place with a certain element. And then that helps again to let you know who you should bring with your party when it comes to party composition in a certain place.
All right.
So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, is she gloating? Oh my god. Well, I guess, yeah, but that doesn't... That sounds highly irresponsible of her. I mean, I know I shouldn't judge, but... Oh my god. I wouldn't even know how to respond to something like that. Like, how do you even answer that question? Maybe she knows.
Well,
Well, that's ambivalent enough. I'll bet you, though. I mean, you're a high school female. I'm sure you've thought about it at one point or another. If any of my friends that were girls from high school had anything to say about it, then yes. I mean, okay, sure. Okay, sounds good.
all right then.
Alright, later, Makoto. Gotta be a good actor for my friends. Well, one of my friends. Just gotta be a good friend in most cases. Oh, didn't get anybody's text today. EY must still be like, hey, there's still stuff to do, but you didn't get here. Okay, home shopping channel's on tonight, but we don't need to worry about that. But anyway, we bought that calling postcard there. Where is it? It's here somewhere. I don't think it's here, though. I think it's maybe... It's here somewhere. Did I just go right past it? Oh, down here. Okay, there it is. So we got that calling postcard there, and it says you can mail it to someone close to you there. Now, what you can do with that is, if you take it out here, and you head, I believe it's right over here. I think that's it up there. Let's check it out. So right here next to the Younginjaya Theater, there is a mailbox that you can check out here, a post box. So we have a postcard, and you can actually mail the postcard to one of your confidants from here, and that will get you an extra point with your confidant there. Now, that doesn't really help us too much right now, because it's only 1 point. You know, usually people, if they aren't quite at the rank, their next rank there, you need to hang out with them, which gets you 3 music notes instead of just 1. We'll have a way of kind of making that a moot point later on, and I'll show you how to do that in a little while. So I'm going to hold on to the postcard for now. We'll stock up on them each time they restock there. But this is what you can do with them, so... Oh, you're about a month ahead? Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good, though. That's good. You'll probably get done with it before I'm done with it. Starting on Saturday, I'm going to be streaming, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll be streaming this week and next week. But then I'm going to be streaming next Thursday because I work all day on Wednesday. And then over the weekend, next weekend, I'm going to be gone all weekend because I have to go to my family's reunion. So I won't be streaming it all over that weekend, so you'll probably get done with the game before I am. By the time we get through that weekend, I'll come back and you'll be done with the game, I'm sure. Or pretty close, anyway. But yeah, that's what you can do with that calling postcard there. So like I said, we're going to stock up on a few of them, just in case, because there is a way to kind of cheese that a little bit and make it... it doesn't pass time either, so it sort of lets you cheese in between ranks for certain confidants. I'll show you how to do it later.
Hi.
Ah, here they are. Okay, so you can buy Phantom Wafers here along with the other things, but yeah, I don't really, excuse me, think I need that badly. So now let's head up, and we'll go see EY. We'll hang out with him today. I have Take Minakata, right? I should. Yeah, I do. Cool. Okay. Works for me. You think you have an idea how the game will end? Well, trust your gut on that, Conquer. You probably have, pretty good intuition about it. Trust your gut, see where it goes. Oh, hey, that dude's still here. He's really getting to know that cat pretty good, isn't he? Alright, let's go in here. Won't say how, obviously. Well, that's okay. Yeah. I appreciate you keeping, trying to keep this potential spoilers under wraps. Thank you. You got any work for me, EY? Okay, I guess that's fine. But yeah, we gotta hang out with him in order to get our bond to deepen there, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, hey, actually, that's not a bad idea. That is kind of a big open area with not a lot of people around. Want to go to Inokashira Park there, UI? Okay. Let's scope it out. Right. What do you need open space for, EY? You doing a dead drop or something? I'm gonna be cynical as hell with him. You gonna have a picnic with your old Yakuza friends here or something? Oh, I wasn't being serious, oh my god. Oh, okay, so you're gonna hang out with Kaoru here, okay.
Look.
No problem. Alright, sounds good. I've been here during the day, it is pretty peaceful. You think? Well, yeah, I guess at night, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be careful. What's that? For science and stuff. So for hanging out in Inokashira Park with EY, we get a swan boat to decorate our room with. Cool. And now we can get him to rank 5. Awesome.
Later.
Later, EY. Alright, today's the day. We could hang out with Shinya today if we want to, but I'm gonna go to the palace. We're gonna get the palace done a little ahead of time this time. Next time, I think actually we're gonna do a bunch of stuff in the palace early, but then it's gonna be almost to the end before we do anything else with it. But we'll see when we get that far. Hey, Makoto, what's up? That's what it seems like. Okay, well, we actually are going to the palace today, but I'll think about it. Want to make sure I save beforehand. Oh, I won't forget about Haru. Don't you worry about that. Alright. Yeah, he gives it to us here. Yep. Got it. I'll try to get a few extra gifts there when I get towards towards the end of the game when I have some free time, we'll have some extra time to get gifts, so I'll try to get a bunch of them from our friends, like the ones that are actually in the Phantom Thieves with us. They're going to be the ones that I primarily hang out with after everything's all said and done, so after we're maxed out on everything else. Well, Shinya wants to hang out today, and it's a Monday, so that means Yusuke is also available, but like I said, we're going to eschew hanging out with both of them. That's not how you say that word, but it's okay. Takemi's also available, but we don't need to hang out with any of them because we are going to go to the palace today. So, let's save it first. Do we need anything else outside of the palace before we go? I don't think so. I could check. Let's look at my let's look at my items there and make sure I don't need to buy anything from Dr. Takemi before we go. 4 beads, that's fine. Can't buy those, so plenty of SP restoratives. Bunch of protein. We'll make use of that protein eventually, just not yet. A bunch of Big Bang Burgers and healing IVs so that we can heal if need be. You can't use Big Bang Burgers in battle, unfortunately. You can only use them out in the field. But I'm going to try to use all of these before I start using, like, healing magic. Hopefully I remember that, but we'll see. I think we're good. I got an extra Revivadrin and Life Ointment from the one dude who was giving us the model guns for the Mothman capsules there, so that's what that's all about. That's why that's not the magic numbers of 5 and 10. And maybe we'll get a chance to even test out this Kunda Clear today. I don't know yet. Still good on that. This is fine. I'm actually doing pretty good on aluminum sheets and liquid mercury there. You get a lot more liquid mercury in this dungeon because there's a particular enemy that you meet up with a lot that will have access to it, and we should be able to get some aluminum sheets too. So I may be able to actually make the Eternal Lockpick before the end of the game, but I'm not holding my breath, so I'm just going to make as many regular lockpicks as I can there. Okay, let's stop up and get another calling postcard, and then we'll head to the palace. You got one from Yusuke. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure about it. It's certain people will give you gifts that are like pretty gigantic there that you can stick next to your plant basically in your room, so that might be similar to what you're talking about. I still don't know which particular gift I'm gonna get from hanging out with people. I might actually get multiple from certain confidants because certain ones, if you hang out in multiple places with them, they'll give you multiple different ones. Like I know for a fact that Yusuke will give you one if you go to the planetarium, and then there's one that he'll give you if you go to the art museum. So we'll see. But first and foremost, let's go this way and go get that postcard. Yeah, we probably are. We're probably thinking of the same one. I think the one that you got with him might be the one that you get at the art museum, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check. I don't feel like closing my Twitch chat, so... Okay, so let's go back to Roxanante, or whatever it's called. See if they have another postcard for me. They only sell these in the Phantom Thieves craze era, basically, of this whole thing. Yeah, they got another one. Cool. And they don't, like I said, they only sell it once a week, so you can probably only get your hands on a couple of them. It's the art museum one. Gotcha. Yeah, we are thinking of the same one then. So you can only get a few calling postcards. We'll probably get like 3-ish. Let me look at my calendar. We will get, that was 2, 3, 4. Because we will go and get another one on the 10th, because we'll be done with plan before the 10th, so we'll take care of that when we get there. But anyway, let's head down here and then head this way, and we'll go back to Young and Jaya. Go to the palace. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to go someplace else first. Hold on. I especially need to make sure that I do this when we're going to the palaces rather than to Mementos, because in Mementos I don't always get all-out attacks to finish fights. In palaces that happens a lot more often, and I'm sure you know where I'm going at this point. We're gonna go like this. And we're gonna head to Shinjuku because it's not raining today, so Chihaya can give us a money reading. I mean, I have it written right here in my notes, so I would think I don't know, Conqueror. Yusuke is pretty eccentric, so I mean, that could just be the reason there, right there, because he's just eccentric enough to give you that sort of a thing. Empress card still keeps coming up there, huh, Chihaya? Oh boy.
What shall we do?
Probably gonna get the Empress Confidant here eventually because it keeps coming up. Alright, let's get a money reading. Yep. Let's do it. It'll make up for itself in no time, trust me.
Here we go.
Well, how do you know? Is there like a tarot card related to cash there? I mean, there is in Shuffle Time in other Persona games, but this game doesn't have Shuffle Time, so I don't know about that. Maybe it's like a minor Arcana card. Because I guess a tarot card deck has like the 22 major Arcana and then 56 minor ones, if I remember right. It's just a random fact that I remember from, I think, Persona 3 that kind of stuck out for me, so. But anyway, we got a money fortune reading, so that's cool. Now we can go to the palace. I'll probably just fast travel right from here to Yongan-Jaya so we can gather everybody up. All the way back here. And yep, to the hideout we go. What's up, everybody?
We're all here.
So let's hold a meeting just to check out everything that's going on here. We haven't done anything in the palace yet, but... Yeah, I guess we should.
We should sort out our situation.
Right. So first things first, let's head inside, we'll investigate, and we'll be doing the entire palace in one day, like we usually do. Obviously, we won't probably get all of it done today. We may get about halfway in, depending on how short or long this one is. I think this one's about as long as Futaba's, I want to say, so we probably will have to take the rest of this stream and then all of the next stream in order to get through this one, but we'll see.
Very well.
I think we're slightly under-leveled for this part anyway as well, but that's just because at this point some people have already gone and done... I think at this point in the game some people on the Phantom Thieves Network have already gone and taken the treasure, so we haven't bothered with that.
Come on, let's go.
But today we will change that. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick, hold on. Oh, this outfit again, okay.
Do you have a minute?
Right, and so that means we probably should take Haru with us.
Let's do this.
And actually, Anne is a pretty good bet for in here because there's a couple of enemies in here that are fairly difficult, that are including some of the robots that are actually weak to fire, so that's going to be a good thing. Haru can't fight yet, though. Well, she says she can, but then Morgana quickly corrects her.
Yes.
Just follow behind us very closely. So this is the team that I'm going to bring in for right now. We'll bring in Morgana, Anne, and Makoto. And eventually I do want to include Haru in the team as well, but we'll get to that when we get to that. As for why we're wearing this outfit again, well, to be honest with you, I didn't get a chance to say anything the last time, but I really actually kind of dig the music in this place. It's kind of oppressive almost, which is a weird thing to say about music that I like, but I kind of dig the beat a little bit of it. And the only thing about this costume is that the music from Persona 2 actually kind of fits okay with the palace theme here, so I figured this would be a decent thing to put in. Plus, if I need further justification, I could just say, well, you know, Persona 2 had two separate games, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment, so I guess it could show up in two separate places. No big deal. But anyway, yeah, that's why I'm wearing this for this time. Let's save it and head inside. Back down to that authentication device, although I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna go out on a limb, yeah, and say that there's gonna be more enemies around here than there was previously.
We can get it now.
I'll get it, don't worry.
Show me your true form.
Your company puts customers first? Well, that's fantastic, but... Alright, so, an Arahabaki is what we're fighting this time. I believe he's weak to nuke and psi skills. I'm not 100% sure on that though, so let's check that out. Mitra's gonna be kind of pretty good in here, mostly because of the Psy, but I mean, there is one particular enemy in here that we'll fight that's very weak to light elemental skills, so we'll work on it.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Nice! Nicely done. We could recruit a Rahabaki. I don't need him for anything, but, no, join my cause, huh? Well, goodbye. Extra money for me. Yeah, I really dig the battle music from Persona 2 there. It's really cool. And it almost kind of fits a futuristic setting like this dungeon, so that's another reason why I was kind of like, well, we should probably turn that on. And Futaba's level 34. All right.
I can feel it.
That
Oh,
was
this
an easy
respawned.
battle.
Cool. Yeah, we can't open that yet, but we can get another robot arm, so that's good. Oh, looks like enemies have populated the halls on the way through here, too.
I can feel it.
We're gonna have to be careful. Maybe hide here. That one looks a little different, huh? Oops. Let's just stay here for a moment. Until he heads that way. And we'll pop our heads out. There we go. And do this. Whoop.
Okay, within range. Should we strike?
Yup.
Show me your true form.
Bam! I'm surprised that the robots down there didn't see us. Ooh, we got a bullet hail! I love that. Okay, so we got a new enemy here, Decarabia. Now, this guy's actually pretty decent. He's a full confidant persona. He has good fire skills, and he can learn despair skills. I'm actually going to fuse a Paisaka that will have some good despair skills because it'll pass despair boost up to him in a little while. He's got good resistances, but he's weak to physical attacks. So, if you haven't seen everybody's physical attack critical hit yet, you may want to just baton pass away when you're fighting Decarabias and do this. And you don't waste a bullet when you use a critical hit like that either, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And obviously it's a good way to get a bunch of money together because you'll get a bonus each time you fight them.
Okay.
Like I said, it should pay for itself, that money reading, before long. Let's just check his pattern first before we go. I could probably get up there. I probably could get up there right now. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, I'm surprised that those guys down there didn't see us or hear us or see me jumping on people's heads up here. I mean, I guess they're robots, so obviously they're only looking at where their destination is, but, you know. And we got another, well, not really a new enemy, we've seen him previously, but Black Ooze is here as well. Maybe this is what goes into their burgers, maybe this is what makes them so good. Anyway, he's weak to 7,000 different things, so it pretty much helps us out there. Electricity, psionic, and light elemental skills. So, I was gonna baton pass, but I guess I don't need to, do I?
Go down.
Bam! Can almost knock them completely out with that. Nah, I don't need the money. Goodbye. There's only a select few enemies where I'm kind of like, okay, you can give me the goods because you might give me a decent skill card, but these guys, not so much. The money, the bonus money that we get is plenty worth it in this case, so.
Focus.
That was fast. Oh, I'm getting sleepy with nothing to do.
Oops. No, get on their head, Joker. Hit the attack button a little too early, but that's okay.
3 enemies. They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
Oh, I got this, Futaba. Don't you worry about a damn thing, girl.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Nothing there, so goodbye. Not that I want to recruit them anyway. Because they ain't my Black Ooze. Sounds vulgar. They give good money, though.
All right.
Huh.
A stylish victory.
Very interessante.
Hey.
Looks more like a UFO. Yeah, it could be a hamburger bun too, although why they have that on a big old hologram, I couldn't tell you. Another interesting thing, I wonder what kind of thing that's going to have, effect that's going to have, but it's okay. You got a dead solar panel. I don't think anybody's going to, well, actually that's not true, that you could buy like the copper wiring and stuff inside of it for decent money, so. Oh, Haru! We need your help again. Okay. And in we go. Right. Again, I don't know why the actual family doesn't just talk to each other, but that's a question for next time.
Real fired up back when we first met.
Oops, sorry, hang on, let me do this with one hand while I'm
Was
getting
that an act Mona put you up to? You know, the beauty thingy?
That was an embarrassing aspect of my personality.
I was trying to be a heroine of justice.
Trying? Were you trying hard? Because that's...
Is that a joke?
I was gonna say, you might have been trying too hard there, Haru.
You moron.
Damn.
Ever since I was young, people around me have never seen me for who I really am.
Because you don't know how to speak up for yourself, Haru. God damn it.
They would be kind to me just to please my father, and would get money and presents in exchange. Adults, teachers, even friends. It seemed like everyone smiled at me for their own personal gain.
Well, that's, again, because your father was an influential businessman, so...
That's why you kept the details of your family a secret at school.
Actually, again, I'm pretty sure she kept the details of her family a secret because she doesn't know how to speak up for herself.
But the female superheroes I used to see on TV were so great. They always fought for others, not themselves, and they were always happy. I wanted to be just like that. Even though I knew it was a fantasy, I still looked up to them.
This aspect of Haru's character, for me anyway, for me personally, is one of the most baffling things, to me, that exists in this game. And I don't want to really get into it just yet, because we'll get more into it later when she actually becomes like a party member and a confidant and all that other stuff. But I mean, I know Anne kind of had the same thing where she looked up to, you know, anime characters when she was younger and all of that stuff, and Haru's kind of got the same deal going. That's fine. But that particular aspect of herself, it baffles me, and I'll explain why later.
Everyone goes wild over heroes at some point.
Just like everyone's going wild over us right now.
Right, Joker?
If she's going to take some responsibility for herself, then sure.
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh. We've angered the crowd.
Huh?
Darth Nader, is that you?
This is insane on so many levels.
I know what I said.
I thought I told you not to associate with vulgar people.
What? I couldn't hear you through your voice filter. Could you repeat that? Speaking of vulgar people.
Him? Did he come into the palace too?
No, he's probably a cognition there, Haru.
No. He might look the same, but that isn't the real person.
Right.
Remember what I explained to you earlier? You mean about the cognition thing?
What are you mumbling about?
I don't know. What are you mumbling about?
Do you recall what I said before? That I would do my best for you. This is my answer to that.
Your answer is going behind his back to change his heart?
Are those the rumored phantom thieves?
In the flesh and mask.
I see. You're handing them over to me as a plea for forgiveness.
Where'd you get that? Hello?
Overcome failure at any cost, even if it means betraying others. You truly embody the Okumura motto.
I don't understand your logic at all.
Very well, join me.
Why do you only ever think about gains and losses?
Because he's a businessman, Haru.
That's why the company has a bad reputation. All because you treat people like they're tools.
Can you tell this to your real father, please?
To gain, you must give. One must be resolved to give even more if they wish to stand above others.
But you've been taking things away from people.
We are on vastly different levels. And soon, I will rise to a new stage. The political world.
Good lord, they predicted Trump being president before it even happened. Actually, that's not entirely true. This portion of the game could have happened, the development of this portion of the game, I should say, could have happened before Trump even announced his presidency plans. But, well...
The cold reality of kicking people down is a part of business. Virtue and sentiment are for losers.
If I continue talking about that, we'll end up getting into a political discussion, and that's not going to happen on my stream, no sir. Not for me, anyway.
Okumura Foods shall be the foundation of my victory.
Well, maybe you should start by not treating your potential voters like shit.
His company is just a stepping stone.
Mr. Okumura, we don't need a girl who's been soiled by thieves.
And we don't need a guy who's soiled himself over a girl that's been soiled by
Unless
thieves.
you make some compromises. I can't introduce her to my father.
That's what I'm saying, Conker. That's what I'm saying.
She needn't be your lawful wife anymore. Take her as your lover or whatever it is you desire.
No. That's not happening.
I accept.
You're saying that like she's not even here. She's right there.
I was raised under this company's wealth. I even accepted a political marriage for you.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that.
This is not what we discussed. Father, you want me to be that man's plaything just to satisfy your own ambitions?
Well, his cognition does, because it's the basest forms of his emotions.
Why fret? You should be overjoyed that you're fulfilling your role as an Okumura daughter.
You don't know what role an Okumura daughter would have,
This
dude.
is the only value you've had from the very beginning.
Damn.
So, even his own daughter's life is a commodity to him.
You shouldn't be taking a knee to him. Yeah, definitely, Conker. He's not being very
Why
nice.
don't you come to my place?
Too bad you left the keys at home. How do you plan on playing with her? You don't even have opposable thumbs. You're now a robot. How?
No! Haru's persona won't stand a chance against that. Don't
Give her a second. I think she'll prove you wrong.
real power. That's all.
Again, how does that even happen? Oh, thanks. No, how dare you? Spotlight.
I see you finally made up your mind, my dear fated princess. Freedom for you must stem from betrayal.
Not necessarily.
Still yearn for it now, then you must not err. Now tell me, who shall you betray?
Yes, exactly,
My
Conker.
heart has been set. You should know.
Yes, that gaze. I can finally display my true strength.
It seems like all of the Okumura family has issues with short-sightedness.
Adorn your departure into freedom with a beautiful betrayal.
Holy shit!
Farewell, dear father. I am no longer your subservient puppet.
Then so be it. You're worthless. Deal with them how you wish.
Oh, I'd like to see you try. Same thing goes back to you, dude.
Reason at all.
Uh-huh. Should have just told you this from the start, asshat.
We are the Phantom Thieves, here to take your bride.
Well, in real life, his bride, not this one, obviously. I should have moved Morgana out of the party for this part, because I don't know who they took out of the party for Haru here. Oh well. Well, then... I can't see who the fourth party member is because that one is in the way. Can you move like 6 inches to the right, please, so I could find out? Well, yeah, that is what it's based on, Conker. Yeah, I know. It's just an allegory. It's funny thinking about it that way because she's basically, like I said, she's fixing the problem by going behind her father's back here. So she's betraying people just like her father's betraying his workers. Like, I don't know.
I have no intention
Oh, okay,
of
we
talking
took
to you.
Anne out of the party. That's fine.
For the sake of changing my father's heart, I cannot lose. So this is Haru's true power.
Well, I'm glad she's not in like a half-awakened limbo anymore.
Haru. All right,
Let's do this. Time to pummel that scummy jerk.
All right. Now let's give Haru a chance to go first here, because it turns out her fiance slash boyfriend slash whatever the hell he is very, very weak to her psionic skills. So, yeah. Then we can do... Now, Haru's kind of a mixed bag in terms of what she has available to her here. She has, like I said, psionic skills, and that's where I'm mostly going to be focusing for her. But she also has a pretty decent amount of HP and some good physical attacks, including gun skills, like Triple Down, which I could use right now. But I'm pretty sure all the enemies are resistant to it, so I don't know that I want to. Yeah, it may just be an inherent part of her family there. That's definitely possible. See, the little guys are resistant to psionic skills, so that's kind of bad. I guess we could just use Triple Down.
Shall we?
And she's got the arsenal there, so yeah, see, the little guys are resistant to it. That's okay, though. But anyway, the little guys are weak to a couple of things. They're weak to fire, and they're weak to wind. Now, do I have either or available to me? I do have it with Isis. And I have it with Neko Shogun as well. Who gets their turn next? Morgana does? Okay, well then I'm not going to worry too much there. I could just snap this guy to get him down on damage as much as he was there, but I'm thinking I might want to switch to somebody else first. Let's just, I'm going to head over to Mitra and use Sayo on that dude in the back there. Because he's weak to it, and he has a lot of HP, so one all-out attack is definitely not going to do it there, so... yeah, let's do this. Now, we should be able to take care of both of the little guys with all-out attacks now, so that should help us. Yeah, I could have Agilao Baton passed. Yeah, that's true. It's okay. It's okay. We still got this. Flash Bomb. But go. Yeah, I missed the one. So now we got to deal with that, and also I think this guy has, like, yeah, Rakarmdra, which restores that guy to max health, but reduces this guy to 1 HP, so that's kind of sucky, but that's okay. We'll be fine. It's good to have shown that off, I suppose, so that way you know that it's possible. Let's get rid of that dude. The little guys are resistant to psionic, unfortunately, so that kind of makes things a little bad for us, but that's okay. I guess just keep going. I'll heal with Morgana there. Now, I think that this big guy can summon little guys to fight with him, basically, so he may waste his turn fighting, summoning one of the little guys in just a minute, so we'll see. I don't think he's particularly weak to Fryla. We can try it. Okay, he's not resistant to it, so it's fine. Oh, he's not even going to waste his time summoning, he's just going to keep using Brain Shake. Okay, that's fine by me, really. Yeah, I think that's how she chooses to pronounce it there, Conquer. I don't think it's not a trick of the sound there. I think she actually does pronounce it that way. So, okay, Mitra, let's knock them on the floor. And this might do it. It'll be good because we'll get a lot of money for this, I think. If it finished him.
Why? How can I be defeated?
I don't know if it counts, but we'll see. I guess it doesn't count. Alright, well, then knock him on the floor there, Morgana. Still not dead? Okay, fine. Keep going. There we go. Well, didn't exactly go as planned, but yeah, it would have gotten us a lot of money if we would have finished him with it. Lots of level ups, though, so that's good. And now we're level 37. So we can finally see if the Judgment Confidant boost that we've gotten with Sai there actually count towards Personas right now or not, so we'll see. And Makoto got a new skill, Defense Master, which gives her an auto Rakukaja at the start of the fight. We can get rid of Vajra Blast for that. Don't exactly need it when we have Flash Bomb. She gets Ma Fryla at the next level, so we'll get rid of Ma Fry for that. That's fine. And that's about it. Cool. Done and done.
I did it! I did it, Mona-chan!
What were you saying about her persona being weak?
Well, she had the elemental advantage there, Ryuji. Let's not beat around the bush here.
He disappeared! Is that okay?
What, your fiance? Yeah, that's
You
fine.
sure you taught her how things work in here? I did. Or so I thought.
What's the point if she doesn't get it? Don't worry. Cognitive beings have no correlation to their real-world counterparts.
Right, so he was just here as a part of your father's
You'll see
warped
when we
mind.
get back. I guarantee he will be okay.
Then he's not dead?
I really wanted him dead, though.
That's right.
Dude, does this mean we got a new teammate?
Yes,
Good to have
yes.
you.
Haru is new to the team now.
She already has a code name.
Oh, does she?
You can call me Noir.
Okay, that's fine.
Noir?
It is French for black, Ryuji.
It means black in French.
Yes.
I'd like to be a heroine of justice, but the Phantom Thieves are on the darker side of the law.
I mean, you could have just called yourself Batwoman.
I chose the name Noir to remind me of that.
She's really thought about this, hasn't she?
There you have it.
As long as she's into it.
She created quite an elaborate backstory.
What's up with Haru's weapons of choice? I have no idea, Conker. I guess they just needed a little girl with a big axe in this game. I don't know. Like I said, she's really thought about this.
I like it.
You would like it, Makoto, given how you're dressed.
It conveys a dignity that won't bow down to others, as well as a rebellious spirit towards society.
It's 4 letters, Makoto. Come on.
Don't let your guard down, Noir. Our trip through the palace doesn't end until we steal the treasure after all.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Someone's talking all big again.
And the strangest part, again, Haru's a bit of an anomaly when it comes to this game. But the strangest part is that she doesn't get exhausted
What do you want to do, Joker?
when we finish off her cognitive boyfriend slash fiance there. She can keep going just fine as if nothing happened, which is bizarre. I suppose she was half awakened already, but again, I don't even know how that happens. So let's just chomp on a bunch of fast food until we're all full on that. Okay, cool. Yes, it could also be applied to like half the party. I know it could. But yeah, what Conker was talking about there in terms of Haru's weapons of choice, she uses these pole axes basically, which it's not a small axe game. Don't even lie to me like that. I don't know why. She also has a grenade launcher. Again, I have no idea why. But yeah, that's what she uses for weapons. You'd think that since she was supposed to be like some sort of French-based hero, she would have like one of those little handguns that's like little pop guns that ladies keep in their anklets so that they can shoot somebody if they're getting too close back in like the Wild Wild West and stuff. But I don't know what she'd use as her actual weapon, maybe a rapier or something, but apparently they want to give her an axe and a grenade launcher. Okay, game, fine, whatever you say.
You guys flip if we get pizza and have chicken fingers today? I just got off the phone doing all the stuff I paperwork.
I just had chicken fingers, but I can have stuff again, or I can find leftovers. That's fine.
I can eat pizza. Or leftovers. We have roasted chicken.
Yeah, I can eat leftovers.
I'm just
So.
gonna call Dad.
Okay. Yep. Okay, but anyway, let's get this chest, and then after that, I need to take a quick break to go and get some water. So, some magic ointment. Cool. Well, that takes care of that, and now I think the enemies have probably respawned over there. But we can go down this elevator if we so choose. So let me just go get some water real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that is true. Joker was fine after his awakening there. I mean, I guess that makes more sense for him because he's the main character, but whatever, no big deal. Don't know about Morgana's awakening, though. That might have been a different story. Well, we might find out more about that later. Anyway, I'm actually going to tag Morgana out of the party and get Anne in here because even though the robots there are weak to wind, they're also weak to fire, and there's a couple of other enemies in here that are weak to fire that Anne can help out with. Whereas I think only those little robots are weak to wind, so Morgana wouldn't be as useful. So we'll just use the girls' party basically this whole time, so that's how that's going to go. I do need to give Haru an SP adhesive, though, so that she's in decent shape there for that. Okay, now let's head downstairs, or down the elevator. Or up the elevator, depending on which direction it goes in. Okay, went down. That's all fine and good with me. Well, that looks like a fancy place.
Hey.
That's no moon. It's a space station. Probably up in there. Okay.
What? Yeah, I did.
Possibly through all of those buildings, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go check it out. But first, before we go check it out, I think there's a couple of things down here that we can steal. At least one. Okay, a warped wheel. And this one, yep, also stealable. Cool, robot arm. I would like to see if I can find the treasure demon for this particular palace, because it's probably the one treasure demon that's the most useful out of any of them in the game, and I'll tell you why that is. It's not that useful yet, but it will be before long. Where do you go, little robot? Where do you go?
We can get.
Show me your true
Let's grab
form.
ya. Gotcha. Rahabaki and Black Ooze. Okay, that's fine. So you're weak to Nuke and Psy, I think I said, or are you just weak to Psy? I guess we could find
This
out.
one's weak to psychokinesis.
I'm pretty sure he's. I'm like 99.9% sure he's weak to nuclear in addition to Psy. So we're gonna go over here and do this to the Black Ooze, and then we'll pass over to Makoto and we'll Fryla him. We'll go from there. Damn, took him out straight away. Holy shit! Get him, Makoto. Show him how it's done. Nice. What you got for me? Join? Yeah, I'm good. Yes, I think you're right. I think it is pretty annoying to knock down, but I don't quite remember exactly. I think it's more... I think it's easier to knock down if you have Morgana in the party, because then you can use Rebellion on him, and then you can use Lucky Punch or Miracle Punch, depending on how far you are in the game. But we will have to get to that eventually. I think this one's locked. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it just shines more than the other ones. Well, there's a Druid Amulet? Armlet? What did it say? Amulet. Magic +3. It's okay. Not great. Oh, I should mention that Tiki keychain that we got back in Hawaii there, that Makoto gave us there. It's only for Joker there, and it gives him magic and endurance +5. So that's not bad. I may actually equip that in the boss fight coming up there, but we'll see. It kind of depends on whether or not I can get the treasure demon in here. Well, actually, no, that's not even true. Because the treasure demon in here, I can turn it basically into an accessory using a black rock there, but the ability that it gives me is actually not great for me right now. It's better for you late in the game than it is now, and I'll explain why that is eventually. When we get further and it actually makes sense.
This area seems sound. Let's secure it as our safe room.
Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha, Conqueror. Yep, that's basically what I'm going to have to chalk it up to there, essentially. It's getting lucky. But we'll see when we get there. How's our progress? We're barely in anywhere. Space! Right, yeah, we won't ever get to the moon in our normal lives, so gotta enjoy it now. Excuse me.
What are
True.
your thoughts?
How is everyone?
I'm okay.
Cool.
What are your thoughts?
Alright, so we're still good. Let's keep going.
Let's go.
Still got some burgers left if we need to heal, so that's not bad. And we should be good to go. Let's keep it up. I don't actually need to go back to the beginning of the palace until I get to level 39, so that's when it's actually going to be important for us to go back there. Now, is this going to be back? No. Okay, cool. But now we can go this way instead of that way. Let's see what... Whoa. See what we can find here. There we go.
We can get it.
Show
Yep,
me your true
got it.
form.
Yeah, Morgana's pretty hit and miss, literally, with his lucky punches there. It's not the most ideal way of doing it, obviously. And I mean, later on in the game, we will have access to some better. Actually, they were also weak to Sayo. Let's just use that for the lulz. We will gain access to some better ways of knocking enemies down later on in the game. I mean, you can also, and here's what I'm probably going to do, thinking about it this way, we did get down shot from Shinya, so I may just use that if I find a Koh-i-Noor, which is the treasure demon for this area. I may just use that to knock him down. So, because I don't feel like going out of my way to do all that, and we won't be using gunshots all that much anyway. And if we do need to use gunshots in this area, there's like 1 or 2 enemies that are weak to gunshots. I have Snap on Jetayu, so I can just use that instead of my actual bullets. So. Plus, we'll be getting, like I said, a better gun ability before long in this palace, so. Is there anything over here to steal? Yep. Cool, an emerald. Next level of treasure there, so sweet. I can get up there. There's nothing over here. So let's see. Well, let's try the door first before we do anything up there. This one doesn't look like it has any biometrics on it. Okay. Where are we going to find one of those? Yeah, it is one of those abilities, Conquer. I totally get you, though. It's one of those abilities, Downshot, where it's like you use it on the cheater, and that's when you remember that you have it, but you hardly remember that you have it, like, anywhere else. So I'm going to try to make better use of it than I did my first time through, which was literally that. I used it on the cheater, and I didn't use it anywhere else, so I'll have to remember that it's there. I don't think I want to jump down there. That looks like a fusion core of some kind. But we can grab this guy down here and head around. More Blackoos. That's fine. Like I said, Mitra's going to be pretty useful for us here. Thanks, Kawakami, for this gift. Well, she didn't give it to me, but she didn't give me Mitra, but it is a part of her confidant, and it became very powerful because of us having such a high rank with her. I don't need your money! Die! Now, Saizo's probably going to use a lot of SP because skills are starting to rack up in terms of how much they cost to cast there. Eventually we'll find a solution for this, but not quite yet. We need to get up to like into the 50s in level in order for us to find an alternate solution for that. So I may actually have to use some SP healing items on him over the course of the dungeon, but we have plenty of them. We have a bunch of Snuff Soul, so it's not really a big deal. Well, this looks fancy. It's probably why it's so cold in here. Okay, do your thing, Futaba. Oh, cool. It looks like a computer chip, but I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, probably. Barracks, the factory, and the airlock. Yeah, that does sound like a lot, but we got a ways to go. Probably in real life Ryuji, but I don't know about in here. And what's that? Project Escape to Utopia. Oh boy. If it has anything to do with what his shadow was talking about, his utopia may be him being part of the national diet, or maybe even as prime minister, depending on where he wants to run for in terms of politics. Yes, Invigorate 3 plus SP Adhesive 3 would be nice, but they actually don't stack. Invigorate 3 and SP Adhesive 3 don't stack. Now, Invigorate 2 and SP Adhesive 3 do stack, because they're two separate kinds of Invigorate skill. And we'll be getting access to Invigorate 2 in the 50s as well. I don't think you can get it before then, unfortunately. But like low 50s, we'll get access to Invigorate 2, and then mid 50s, we'll get access to another skill that we can use that I'll be giving to a bunch of my personas. Any personas that I have that cast, I want to give them Invigorate 2 and this other skill that I'm talking about there. But we'll get to that in a little while. It's not something that we're going to have to worry about just yet, so... But anyway, we got the map of the place. Well, part of the place, I think. I don't think you can see the whole place from here. Like, let's look. That place is done. There's the entrance. I don't know why it's the side entrance, but okay. The surroundings, the export line, the production line, the disposal line, the central factory, the transfer line, the other transfer line, the weapon production. Okay, I guess you can see the whole place with this one map. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, it sucks that they don't stack, but you do get 12 SP back if you have Invigorate 2 and SP Adhesive 3 stacked, so that helps out. So yeah, definitely if you're going to be making personas that have, that are in like that they're going to need some SP restoratives there, definitely keep in mind that those don't stack, because you're going to want to look for Invigorate 2. If you're going to be in the 50s before I am, which you probably are, you're going to want to look for a persona called Barung, B-A-R-O-N-G. You can actually transform him into an Invigorate 2 skill card if you do it that way. So that's probably the easiest way you can access that. So just so that you know for your own reference there. I'm going to put on my jacket, so give me 1 sec. That's why I'm just sitting here. Because it's still muggy as hell outside. My air conditioning is cold in this house, so either hot or I'm cold. You do conquer, yes, you do get it from a boss in Mementos. I don't think that I've fought that one just yet. I think it's one of the ones that you get from a confidant there. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, you do get an Invigorate 3 skill card, if I remember right, from a boss in Mementos, so if you need to, you can just go and, you know, do that. Now, let's see, there's a little bit of passageway back here, but we probably have to go all the way back towards the beginning there where that one door was that wouldn't open for us yet. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to be where the next thing is. Ooh, button. Hey. Yeah, button doesn't do anything. Yeah, the elevator's probably somewhere else. Okay, yeah, we can come back later. You could do that too, yes, Conquer, you could do that, and that would save you a little bit of extra money if you wanted to do that. We had the money though, so that's why I bought the SP Adhesive 3. And you could actually have Yusuke duplicate the Invigorate 3 skill card that way. And then you could go from there. Or you could use my method, which is a little bit different, but I'll tell you my method when I actually get that far. Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Not even his own daughter with this info? Well, sure, but how are we going to get in this door? Rank authentication? So how do we... Oh, okay. So we have to not be regular employees to get through here. Okay. There might be a key card we need to look for. Yeah, let's see if we can steal somebody's ID.
Perhaps it is.
Yep. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, that makes sense. So let's go steal an ID card from one of the robots, and then we'll head back here. Okay, sounds good. Where are we gonna find one of those? Ah, maybe here. Maybe one of those guys has one. That's a good point there, Yusuke. Maybe we should go take care of that. Alright, sounds good. So I don't think we can use this just yet, even though they just came out of it. Oh, I guess we can. Where does this even lead, though? Maybe back up there? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's see where it leads. That'll give us an idea. It might even lead us to a completely new location there we haven't been to yet. Well, yeah, that would make sense, Yusuke. Okay, yeah, we can do this carefully. Ah, okay, so we made it up to the barracks. This is a very large room with a lot of different branching paths there, and you kind of have to make it through the entire thing in order to figure out the puzzle of this part where you can steal an employee ID where you have to be a chief director. Chief director sounds like a pretty high rank, though, so... Okay. Well, we'll just have to ask nicely, won't we? Uh-oh.
Joker.
Yeah, it's some of the little grunt employees there. Yeah. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea, Ryuji. Well, yeah, but that's why we don't ask them directly, we just spy on them. Okay. Well, I have an idea. So we need to go into this room stealthily. Like this. And you can listen in on the employees here, and that way you can glean some information from them. So the chief clerk likes sweets. Okay. Oh, jeez. So the chief clerk likes sweets there. That's what basically he said there, right? I could go back and then go forward to make sure. Well, anyway, yeah, chief clerk likes sweets. That's stealable, but we can do something with that later. Or just do it now. There we go. Another dead solar panel. More copper to send to the scrapyard. Chief clerk and sweets, huh? Yes. So he likes his sweet things.
It seems.
Okay. Yep. I know all I need to know from this room anyway. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Let's get on out of here. That's steel, of course. Well, actually, it's behind a panel of glass, so he won't see us. There you go. A radar antenna. Okay, cool. He won't see us, then all of a sudden it's a Kohinoor. It's a treasure demon. Yep, chief clerk likes his sweets. Well, I know, Ryuji, but we can work our way up the ladder. Right. Probably true.
You got it.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. So any rooms that you see like that, you'll want to stop inside of, because that'll let you gain some more information there. Now, that one room down there is locked, that door that's over there, so we're not going to be going that way. So we're going to head all the way up and around this way until we end up all the way around there. So this part's going to take a little while to get through, but that's okay. Let's see where that guy's going first. You going to come down this hallway? Maybe. Maybe he'll only come halfway. We'll see. Yep, only halfway. Gotcha, bitch! Alright, Arahabaki. You know what needs to happen here. And if I could baton pass over to Haru, this would work even better, but of course that's not gonna happen because, well, she doesn't have baton pass just yet, so I have to be careful of that. Can do. Yeah, you gotta go clockwise through the entire floor. Oh well. We'll make it work.
Okay.
I mean, nobody said this is a short palace, so.
How disappointing.
And actually thinking about it, speaking of skills that we need to look at there, I need to get over to Makoto's because she got a new skill and I didn't put it all the way down here yet. There we go. Hopefully soon she'll get Marakukaja, so that helps her out a little more than regular Rakukaja. Because regular Rakukaja is really not that good. It doesn't really help you at all. Haru's skills actually though are pretty good for what she's got available to her here. I mean, Psybreak we really don't need to bother with, but pretty soon she's actually going to get access to both Tetrakarn and Makarakarn, which are basically like the physical and magic ointments that you get there. They're okay for her. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep them yet or not on her, because we can just purchase physical and magical ointment now from the Death Confidant from Dr. Takemi's shop. But I'll figure it out. And she's got good strength as well as her magic, so her gun skills will be useful, and I'll be keeping a gun skill on her. I just don't think she's going to explicitly focus on them, because basically her psionic skills, you can get a not only a skill that amplifies her attack power there, you can also get an accessory for her for later in the game that gives her an additional boost with her psionic skills, and there's no such accessory for guns there, so she probably ends up doing slightly more damage with her guns, even though her strength is higher. Okay, so we can only go through this one if we have a Chief Director card, so we're going to have to find another one of those, too. So. Yeah, we'll show that one off pretty soon there, Conker, so it's funny. It's definitely an interesting take on the all-out attack there, that's for sure. That looks like a safe room right there. Let's check it out. Yep.
This feeling. I think there's a safe room around here.
Right over here, there, my fine UFO flying friend.
This place is relaxing. Let's take a seat here.
Can do. Okay, let's check on our progress there. Yeah, a total of 3 areas, and there's a total of 3. I think there's 3 people that we have to go through in this area in order to get through here. So there's a lot to do in this palace, obviously.
Come on.
Yeah, you can't die in battle, Futaba, so you'll be fine.
What are your thoughts?
How is everyone?
You're correct.
Yep. I'm glad all of you are energetic, because I'm gonna be beat by the time I'm done with this. Probably because I have gotten my physical activity for the day already today, because I went golfing before starting the stream today. So didn't go too bad. I haven't gone in like 5 years, so I think I did okay, considering I haven't gone golfing in 5 years. So where is she flying it through? Well, see, she's kind of, sort of, I guess, with us in each battle, so she kind of just hovers around behind us. Maybe she's the one holding the camera in the battle there. You never know. Oh, God.
It's somewhere.
Bunch of strong enemies, huh? Oh, boy.
Show me your true form.
Well, I ambushed them, so we should be okay. Let's see what kind of strong enemies you got. Ah, okay. Another new guy back there.
Now just don't lose.
Now this guy is...
Don't do anything reckless.
And hey, I thought that you could analyze him there, Makoto. Well, actually you can if I go like this. Oh, never mind. I thought it would show that. But her shadow factorization basically should be showing that he repels physical attacks. This is Girame Kala. He is a persona that I would definitely recommend getting and then using if you're going to use a physical persona and you want something that can repel physical attacks. Everyone and their grandma uses him though, so I do want to recruit him, but I only want to recruit him because he knows a skill that I'd like to pass along to some personas later on in the game there. But he, on top of the Black Oozes being weak to light, is also weak to light, so let's just knock them all down.
Go down.
There we go. Well, we got one of them all together there, so let's see if I can get him to... Aha, we do have it. Now this is going to actually work because I have that rank 10 ability that I'm forgetting the name of right now with Yoshida there that lets me recruit personas of higher level. So we can now recruit this guy, even though he's like 8 levels above us. Yeah, that's. I mean, I know her persona's huge, so it's kind of weird in a place like this. In these hallways, I couldn't really tell you, to be honest. I think she's just kind of there. Maybe she's keeping well back from us. Or, I mean, she could even be doing all of her operations from the safe room. But she does show up in battles when you start getting some of her better abilities later. So she could be doing this from a distance or something like that. I don't really know. There isn't really any direct place that explains where she is or how she does her operations there. Like in other Persona games, your navigators are actually like, well, they're not with you on the field with your people, but they're actually like in your party. They just show up in the fights when you have them use their abilities there. So, but anyway, yeah, we've recruited this guy, Girame Kala. I'm not going to use him, granted, but he is useful for something, and I'll show you that the next time we go back to the entrance there so I can talk with the twins about it. Because he'll turn into a skill card, basically, that I would like to get for somebody, and I'll also be able to use him for a fusion, so that'll be not bad. Hey, revival beat, nice. But yeah, here is Girame Kala right here. He's level 44, like I said, so he's pretty good. This is the ability that I actually want as a skill card there, because he gives you this if you turn him into a skill card. Ma Rakunda, which is, it decreases the defense of every foe. It's like Rakunda, except it is on all foes. I'm not going to really use it that much now, because it is kind of expensive in terms of the SP cost there, but later on in the game, oh yeah, I will definitely have use for it. But he's pretty good. He's got some good resistances there. You can get Null Bless, I think, fairly easily from... Actually, no, that's not true. It's Null Curse that's fairly easy to get because you can get it from a bunch of the Justice personas there. Null Bless is a little harder to get, but pretty soon, once we get up to like level 42, there will be an easier way to get Nullifier skills there, so you can actually make him pretty strong. He basically, where he repels physical attacks and then he nullifies any instant death attacks, and he'll be pretty good. Yeah, you would think, Conquer. You would think, but it's one of those things where I can honestly accept that as just like something that you can hand wave away. It's just a part of the game mechanics, but there are certain things where that's not exactly the case. And case in point, some of the stuff with Haru there. What? Oh, that dude? Well, yeah, I didn't know there would be two of the same robot. Yeah, earlier on in the palace there. Well, we could, but we could just find out, yeah, we can check in with each one. I don't know why we can't talk to the other robots, but we can talk to these ones particularly, you know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense that we have to eavesdrop on the little guys, but these guys, it's like, oh yeah, you could just walk right up to them and see what they're up to. But anyway, yeah, we need to check and see which one of these guys talks about sweets.
Joker.
Right. Okay, sounds good. Let's see what we can do. Hi there. We're salesmen? Well, don't worry, I don't need you to buy anything. I'm just passing through. I don't know, Conquer. It's kind of there. Like I said, there's some things that I can explain away as just a part of the game mechanics, and there's some things that I can't really directly explain away. It's as just like as a weird. It's a weird choice in some cases, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know why they chose to make things this way. I can't really get in their heads about it, so I will complain about it, but there isn't much that I can do about it because it's obviously this isn't my game to correct anything in. So. We have, sweets. Well, this guy ain't the right one.
It seems.
No, we should leave.
You got it.
This ain't the right guy. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there, Ryuji. So yes, if we take the information that we got from previous areas, we can cross-reference it to the things that they like, and then we can go from there. I'm gonna go this way.
Shadow identified. Awaiting.
Man, he goes a long way out there, doesn't he? Well, while he's busy, let's check this area out.
Somewhere.
Okay, that's stealable, and that's not. Okay, let's check this out. Warped wheel. Okay. So Chief Clerk likes sweets. Let's check out these guys here. And the Chief Clerk has also been stressed out lately. Well, that's not good. I know that feeling. Okay, well, we got a little more information about the Chief Clerk out of these guys. Did I get everything from everyone in here? I think I did. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. Whoop. Let's get in cover. I know he's right there, but as long as we're in the shadows, he can't see us, even though we're blatantly out in the open. It's okay, though. We're good. What a pain in the ass, huh? I could say the same thing about all of you! I can get more money off of your corpses. I guess they can't be that high of a level, though, because Haru did come into the party at the same level as us, didn't she? I think. Let me go look. Let's see here. Yeah, she's the same level as us, so I gotta be pretty close to normal. 300, 2265, 2957. Oh, wow. When did Anne even get ahead of Anne there? Huh. That's interesting. Okay, well, whatever. I might even honestly tag Haru out of the party right now because we don't have Baton Pass for her, so it's kind of... She's not as useful as some other party members could be there. I mean, I have psionic skills on Mitra, so it really is okay for now. So we'll put Morgana in the party for now. That's fine. I know he's slightly higher on the level there than Haru is, but that's okay. We'll definitely bring her for the boss fight, that's all. So what kind of authentication do we need at this one? So we got to find the Chief Clerk before we can go through this one. Okay. Boy, that's gonna make it a pain in the ass to get around in the company's headquarters. Right, yeah, exactly, Conquer. I don't know. It's another one of those things where you could question if you want, but I don't think you'll get an answer. Yeah, we're salesmen. Well, I mean, I guess. Sweets. Oh, are you? Oh, so you're a stress eater. Oh, that's just great.
Joker.
Well, let me help you relieve some of your stress by killing you! I don't know if that'll relieve stress exactly, but it's okay. I don't exactly remember what these guys are weak to. Doesn't explicitly say either. I think they might be weak to electricity. That's what I'm coming back to in my head. I guess we could try it. I mean, why the hell not, right? Let's get out Lack Assist there.
Go down.
Yep, there we go. Cool. Alright, pass along to Morgana. Do some big garulas, and then we'll smack people up there. With an all-out attack. If I had Ryuji here, we could even do that, and then we could get even more power for the all-out attack, but that's okay. This'll work out fine. Oh, sweet, we even killed him with it. Nice. That blood scimitar came in handy, man. Not a whole lot of money for that, but that's okay. It's not what we were doing the fight for anyway. We were doing it mostly for the ID card. And Morgana got a new skill, Magarula. Alright, we'll place Magaru with that, cool. And at level 40, he's going to get Miracle Punch, which is a slightly better version of Lucky Punch. It deals more damage, which sometimes is not so great because obviously you don't want to deal lots of damage if you're just knocking them on the floor. But I think it actually has a slightly higher amount of either accuracy or crit than Lucky Punch. One or the other, but I don't think it has both. Excuse me. Either way, it'll be useful. Once we get it, that is. Well, took care of that handily. We got the Chief Clerk ID. Cool. Well, right, but we can make it through here in order to, yep, get some new places. A shift change? Uh-oh. Wonder what that's all about. Whoa. That guy looked tough. Well, that's just great. Now we gotta backtrack and shit. Oh boy. So we gotta backtrack through the rooms now because new robots will have shown up in certain places there, and we can go ahead and use the ID that we just got in order to get to more places. So now we gotta go all the way back in order to look for all of the information that we need for the rest of the robots. I suppose you probably could just look this up in a guide, but yeah, we'll do it the legit way.
I'll reveal your true.
I don't feel like turning my Twitch chat off in order to go look it up on my phone, so we'll do it the normal way. Fine.
Now just don't lose.
Makoto's in the party, so bang!
Nice, Joker.
Nice, I got him dizzy. Sweet.
Come on, try. On to the next. Persona. Charge, Johanna. One down. Go, Queen, go. Wipe him out. All out attack.
Bam! Gotcha. I'm pretty sure the money reading's paid for itself at this point. And it will. I mean, it'll pay for itself and then some as you go here, so. Yeah, they've got like tube arms, it seemed like, so they just sort of flop all over the place there. But yeah, it even happens, I think, in these rooms here. I think you have to go back to these rooms in order to get extra info too, so. I could be wrong, but. Boy, these all sound like, okay, Section Chief yells at people. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say, these all sound like actual real employees with their potential problems that they have with their supervisors there. At least at Okuma Foods, anyway. So probably that Girame Kala respawned. I don't think we have enough information for that guy just yet. Let's hide here just to see where that one dude goes, the one that's coming up here. Yeah, it's that Girame Kala again. More than likely.
Show me your true form.
Oh, did you? Okay, gotcha. Ooh, guess what we got? Bullet hail. Now, in terms of the amount of damage that I'm dealing to these guys, it's not a lot now, but trust me, later on in Shinya's Confidant, it gets pretty ridiculous how much damage you can deal with bullet hail. I don't know if it's affected by any particular stat or not, but it could very well be. No, I already have one of you, dude, so bye-bye. I think you can almost, like, guess, basically, where the other ones are, but, yeah, I'll do it the legit way. Won't take that long. Okay, note to self, can't beat Girame Kala with just normal attacks there, so have to keep that in mind. Or with just an all-out attack there, unless I baton pass it somehow. I don't know how I do that, but well, I'll figure it out.
That was fast. I'm getting sleepy with nothing to do.
I can feel it.
Could, like, I think I'm probably just gonna go to that room there. I could, like, go and, see what else Black Ooze is weak to, and then sort of put people in the party that would help out with that. Like, I think I can switch in Ryuji here. Morgana would be helpful against the little bots, so so I either need Morgana or Ann in the party, but probably not both. Ryuji can be there for Zio on the big guys, or that. Well, the point is that Haru's kind of a mixed bag right now because of her almost lack of basically her lack of baton pass is what makes me kind of like look at whether or not she can be in the party and be like, I'll take Morgana out. He's a higher level than everybody else, so that's fine. Let's see how far this guy comes up. He doesn't come up at all. Okay, he goes this way.
There's a shadow. Be careful.
Okay, why don't you just get into cover there instead of, you know, molesting the corner of it and then not getting into it? What are you guys weak to? Okay, yep. Now, these Black Ooze, if you do let them get a turn, by the way, you may have seen they have an ability called Famine's Scream there. I think that inflicts hunger on everyone in your party. So if you have Morgana around, you can Mapatra that away just fine. But if you don't have him around, then it might make things a little bit trickier to deal with. But anyway, let's spread out the SP use here a little bit. We can spread it around here just to make it a little easier on Saizo's SP banks there. I mean, obviously, the difference between Ryuji and Saizo's magic attack power is pretty impressive, but after doing this, it won't matter, because then Ryuji can just kill it with an all-out attack, and then, well, that's that. And we'll get more money for it, too. So yeah, this is a halfway decent way of getting some pretty decent cash together as well. Just killing enemies in palaces with all-out attacks, so it will help you. Alright, let's check it out. Check this area out again, see what we can find. So the section chief is their next target there. Private talks are prohibited. That's his catchphrase. And he likes yelling at people. Okay. Well, yeah, you work in food service like that. That's basically, some days, that's what it feels like. So his catchphrase is, can I hear it again? Private talks are prohibited. So he doesn't like privacy, and he yells at people. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. He just is a very loud and brash person then. That's all. Yes, exactly, Conquer. You'd think that it would have come into play a lot earlier in the game since you can buy the yakisoba pan so much earlier, but no, that's not how it works. It doesn't come into play until all the way by now, which if it was regular bread, like just yakisoba pan was just regular bread, you'd think it would have expired by now. I mean, granted, healing items don't have an expiration date, but they might have expired by now. Okay. Now let's check it out, see if we can start up a conversation and go from there. Well, we don't look like employees, so just passerby, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll want to see the chief director. If I say Okumura, he might be a little suspicious, so. Oh, is he? Private talks are forbidden.
Joker.
Well, he said private talks are forbidden, but he didn't yell at anybody. I think we'll hold off for now. Yeah, let's not fight this guy. He seemed calm and collected as opposed to yelling at people, so. Let's go gather some more information first. Go check it out over here and there before we decide who we're gonna fight. I'm not feeling good about that potential guy, fighting that guy for his keycard. I mean, you could fight them, and if you beat them and don't get their keycard, then it's like, okay, you know, whatever, but just get a little extra experience, but that's okay. We don't need the extra experience, so trust me.
Yes.
Right, yep, we'll have to do that. But first, let's go this way. Wow. Gotta watch this guy.
There's a chest.
Show me your true.
And we'll get the chest, but first... yeah, something like that, Conquer. That's basically what it is. Oh, Mothman, why have you betrayed me?
Major threat, but don't use electric attacks.
Okay, so he's weak to guns, and I could use my regular bullets, like I said, but we have a persona for that now.
Nice, Joker.
Now, Saizo's the only one that can use down shots, so it doesn't matter if your teammates use their bullets. So since both these guys are weak to bullets, and do yo thing, girl. Sweet. And that will give us some extra power on our all-out attack, which should take them both down, even though the one has basically full HP now. It's okay, though. And that takes care of that. Yuji's level 37, good.
Alright.
They were nothing.
I'll introduce you to the concept that I like to think of when I'm talking about. There's a concept called, I don't know if you ever heard of the concept, Conker, called the bag of holding, where basically you keep all, even though this stuff would never fit in a backpack, but in most video games you can just take as many as you'd like to wherever you want. I have recoined the concept of the bag of holding to my own personal needs to something called the absolute storage space. If you put together an anagram of the first letters of each of those, it makes sense because sometimes it feels like you're just pulling those items out of your ass, so in order to save yourself. So that's what my concept of where you get all of these healing items and everything that you keep in your bag from is you just pull them out of your absolute storage space. That's all. Okay, let's get in here. Let's see if we can find out in here. Yeah, something steel. Yep, that. Not that, though. I don't know how they don't see us through this glass here, but maybe they're just not paying enough attention. So, more about getting yelled at. Okay. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it once or twice before. Yeah, the absolute storage space. Second Chief says this is for your own good. So, private talks are forbidden, and this is for your own good. Okay. That. So he yells at people a lot, he uses private talks are forbidden, and this is for your own good as his catchphrases.
Show me your true form.
Cool. More info. That'll help. Guess what we've got? Bullet hail. Yeah, it takes off a pretty decent chunk of health, probably like 20% just from that, so that's not bad. Bam! Ryuji? Oh, god damn it, Ryuji. Now I'm gonna have to do it or something. We'll give him one more chance. Come on, Ryuji, that sleep stick ain't that inaccurate. There you go. Yeah, maybe during this Dark Souls 3 playthrough. No, actually, I think it was Demon Souls. Maybe I mentioned it. Either that or Final Fantasy 1. Well, one or the other. One or the other, I'm sure. And Yusuke Makoto got new levels, and Yusuke, I think, yeah, Yusuke got a new skill, Counter Strike. Now, Counter and Counter Strike don't stack, as it says in the abilities description there. So it's basically just a straight up increase from Counter. So let's just use that. There we go. Excuse me. He'll get Mabufula at the next threshold there, level 40. So that'll be good. But we'll just make do with Mabufula until then. It was almost hard because Ryuji almost butchered that attack there on Dekurabia. I don't know if Dekurabia has like Dodge Fizz or something like that. He might very well have Dodge Physical. Okay, next guy. Is the hay supposed to be him yelling at me? Sorry. This is for your own good, okay. The Chief Director. Well, I know, but, you know. Drukers, thanks for the 5 bits. I hope I said that right, or maybe it's Truckers, I'm not sure. But thanks for the 5 bits anyway, I appreciate it. Ah, and private talks are forbidden. I think we know who to fight for this card. Yep, let's smack him up. Bam! Okay, now this guy, I'm, again, not 100% sure what his weakness is. I feel like fire might be his weakness, if I'm being honest. It's the blue, maybe. It's kind of making me think that. We don't have wind for these guys, but we do have fire for the other guys. I could check. Who gets their turn next? Okay, he does. So, let's maybe go like this. And we have Garula for those little guys, that's fine. Maybe I'll use one of those, and then I'll use fire on him to see if I can do anything with that. Garula's less SP, so that's why I'm using it. Oops, I hit the wrong person. But aha! It worked out in my favor anyway. He's weak to wind too. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes I get lucky with these things. I was going to hit the little dude on the right there, but it all worked out, so... Bam! Okay, he resists fire. Alright, well that makes sense, I guess. Get him, man! That was lucky. Nah, he's not quite dead. Okay, that's fine. Is he next? No, he is not. I wonder if he's resistant to Fryla. I feel like he might be, but just based on his color. Yeah. Okay, he gets a turn next. Ryuji, big hit. Not a big enough hit. I probably should have swift striked him, but whatever. This should still work out okay. Let's get back over to Saizo's turn. You use another Garula, and we'll be good to go. Nice job, Isis. Still proving your worth, even though you're slightly underleveled to this point. Yeah, I guess Morgana would have been pretty good for this fight, huh? Oh well. Gotcha. And again, not a whole lot of money out of it, but that's okay. So Isis is level 31, we got to level 38, Nan's level 37. Cool. One more level, and then we'll be able to create that persona that I was talking about making. Just one more level. And we got the Section Chief ID here as well. Cool.
Oh, man.
Ah. Man, these people are really dedicated to their work. Okay, holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the bigger robots resist everything except for what they're weak to, basically. There might be like one thing that they are not weak or resistant to, and then one or two things that they're weak to. Another shift change, yes. That is. Great. Okay, can do. Before I go, though, I'm gonna grab this. There we go. The robot arm. Out of all of them, how much you want to bet it's that guy down in the bottom left-hand corner there? I gotta imagine, considering... Hold on, I need to sneeze and blow my nose. Hold on a sec. Well, I'm gonna blow my nose anyway, since I can't get the sneeze up yet. Okay. Yeah, something like that, Conquer, yeah, and it does. It kind of sucks, but yeah, we'll make it through. We'll make it through eventually. Can I hide here? No. Gotta find a different hiding spot for this guy.
It's somewhere.
Is he coming back? Doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna run up. Now he's coming back. There we go. Well, he was. Not anymore, though. I guess I could go into that room and just check it out. I mean, obviously the guy's going to be past the section chief ID door, because why would they not hide him there? You know, it would make the section chief ID key completely useless otherwise. Man, that's a lot of ooze on the floor. It's disgusting, man. Need to get this place cleaned up. Well, I'll do it myself then. Got it. Not quite enough to beat them, but that's cool because that gives me extra Monet. Sweet. But yeah, Chihiya's money reading has definitely paid for itself and then some by this point. I always liked that that little line that she's got there. The treasures, by the way, that are behind all of these guys, we really don't need them that badly. I mean, they'd get us extra money, but I mean, I don't think I need that. I don't think I have that problem. I don't think I have a problem with the amount of money that I have sitting there. What are the big guys weak to? I feel like either ice or nuclear skills. Well, let's take Makoto out and bring Morgana in the party. If they're weak to ice, then I've got Saizo for it. How's Ann doing versus Makoto there? Well, they don't give a lot of XP, though. I guess there's that. So let's just, we'll go with this for right now. We don't need Ryuji exactly for too much right now.
For real?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. Well, let's have a chat then. See what he's got going on. Hello. Passersby. Oh, are we? Okay. Pleading, inquisitive, or I don't know. Let's ask if he's the chief director. Probably.
Hey.
I don't like this guy for that that little rank there. Okay. Well, like I said, he's before the section chief ID door, so more than likely he's not the correct person for this one. So let's just go back through here. If we have to, we'll just fight a bunch of them. I mean, no big deal. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is at this point, but
I'm so glad.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, the safe room is a long ways away here, Makoto, and the enemies respawn as we do this, so we gotta agree to disagree on that one. This'll, if we go all in one go, it's better off for us. Ah, bullet hail. Feel like I'm playing Asura's Wrath again. Holy cow.
Mitra, go down.
Looking good. Joker beat 2 enemies.
Okay, so we can't beat this guy with one all-out attack, right? Well, let's give it a shot anyway. I did just level up, so it might make a difference. Yeah, not quite enough. It's okay though, because we've got plenty of turns before. And that takes care of him. Done and done. Plus, if we ambush the enemies like that, it really doesn't. We can just baton pass a lot easier there. So. If need be. And everybody gets a turn before they do, so that just helps out. Although that does make me kind of want to put Ryuji back in the party instead of Morgana. I think that's what we'll do, because Ann can kind of...
There's a shadow. Be careful.
Take care of this stuff. There's a couple of shadows down there, but over here... what the hell just happened there? I don't know. Anyway, over here, we've got another one of these rooms, so let's check it out. Stealable? Not. Okay. A punctured PCB. Probably the CB stands for circuit board, but other than that, you got me. I'm not really sure what it could mean. That's not helpful. Neither is that. You're not going to make me go all the way back to get this info, are you, game? Not again. Ruh-roh. Run away! Run away! Yep. Uh-oh. Well, let's get in here then so we can get away from this guy. Is he coming right for us? He might be. Let's ambush him just in case. You thought you were clever, but I'm more clever.
Don't rush this.
Take this.
Nice, Joker.
Yeah, let's go over to Ann. We'll have her do an attack, and then we'll have Makoto. Bam!
Looking good.
One last one. Yeah, Baton Pass is just one of those things. It's just so freaking powerful for in regular fights that it's just... It's why I'm not really using Haru, because there's just no point in most cases using her right now because she can't Baton Pass, so it really kind of diminishes the value of new party members, kind of, in a way, but it makes the old party members really good, so... I guess it's just give and take, you know.
Alright.
That was an easy battle.
Alright, let's see. How can I get info from that guy? Can I go this way? Nope. I bet you that guy's got the info that we actually need there. Great. Now, whatever. Now we can move on to another room, it's fine.
Show me your true form.
Since I can't get that fourth dude in the back there. Without killing myself. See, in this case, hitting them with bullet hail and it being gun damage would have been good, but... it's okay. Jetta you! Again, that's not how it's said, but that's okay. I was gonna say, don't just hit the one guy, please, but he was almost dead, so he just died. Done and done.
Okay.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Yes, exactly. If you're fighting enemies with lots of different weaknesses, it's really helpful. It spreads out your SP use so that any particular party member isn't like behind or having difficulty. It just makes it all around a lot easier to manage everything, really, I find. So, this seems like a decent spot to hold out for them to come back. Plus, we can separate them a little bit so that they can be so that they can spawn again. Although, at the rate that they're going, they might end up... The one behind him here might end up despawning because they might be too close to each other. I don't know. Girmekala, you about to get shot, boy. Yeah, after a while, bullet hail no longer deals any damage to them, but it's okay.
Mitra, you're mine.
You're mine!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
And kill, maybe? Please, thank you. One of these days I'll be able to kill Girmekala with one attack, but today's not the day. About to blow more, because you're about to die.
We're done here. Let's go. Just like I thought.
Man, Girmekala gives good money. Holy crap.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of Girmekala...
Victory.
Okay, there,
Now
he
let's keep
respawned.
going.
Speaking of Girmekala, let's go over to my persona list there. I need to reorganize some skills there. There we go. That's better. For when I go and take him off to the thing there. Come back this way, my pretty.
I'll reveal your
Yes. Will these bullets even do anything? I mean, they are a bunch of ooze, so... I think, though, the more enemies there are in the field, the less of them that take damage. Like, as you can see, the amount of damage kind of varies depending on the ooze there, but... it's okay. And we'll use a Sayo on this one. And then we'll pass over to Ryuji and let him knock the other ones down. Let me at him.
Serves you right.
Sweet. We got it.
Don't come back.
Mm-hmm. You said it, Ryuji. They will be back, though. They always come back.
I felt the difference in strength in that fight.
Oh yeah, they are like level 29. Makes a bit of a difference there, Makoto. Definitely makes a bit of a difference. Alright, let's see if my intuition was correct and this guy is the actual chief director. Wham! Are you the chief director? Uh-oh. How about the future?
Joker.
I don't remember exactly which one you're supposed to discuss with them, either the past or the future there. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's try. See what he's got. Again, I don't quite remember what these guys are weak to.
Don't do anything reckless.
But we'll find out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's either ice or nuclear, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Could also be fire, even. Well, first things first. We know what these little guys are weak to, so let's work on that first.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Let's actually have Anne knock down the other ones, and I can see what the big guy's weak to. He could be weak to psionic skills too, I suppose, but eh. I haven't tried to see if these guys are, okay, he's resistant to it. That's fine. I haven't tried to see if these big guys are weak or resistant to status ailments either, so that's the thing. We can get rid of his backup anyway. Well, most of it. Is the little guy gonna fight next? Nope. What about nuclear? Just try everything till it works. Nope. You are weak to this, though. Alright, I'm going to try psionic skills, and then after that I'm going to try ice. So, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, did he have more dialogue? Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, either way, if this is the chief director, then it doesn't matter. We'll just get his card after the fight anyway, I think. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Alright, got him. So he was weak to psi. How about that? And Morgana and Haru are 38. Futaba's 37, and we have a new skill.
This will help me do better.
For Haru there, Tetrakarn, which gives us a physical reflective barrier there. So that's not bad. She gets psi boost at 42. That'll be helpful for her. Now let's see. Ah, there it is. Chief Director ID. It's usually in the last place that you would look, normally. Yep. So we are finished with this area now, other than the couple of enemies that'll probably be in the way on the way out, but that's okay. Got a radar antenna there, and, oh, I gotta check out Haru's skills there so I can set them up right. I'm going to put Tetrakarn above Psybreak because I'm actually more likely to keep Tetrakarn and Makarakarn than I'm not keeping Psybreak. We really don't need it that badly. It might come in handy in Persona 4 where there's a dungeon explicitly where a bunch of enemies are, like, they repel certain skills or that sort of a thing. But in this game, it's not really as useful. Oh, and I also have to give her the dieting wrap. I forgot to give her that. There we go. I mean, it gives her slightly less evasion, but that's okay. Those guys are running away, so I'm just going to go straight away this way. And we'll head out of here because we have the Chief Director's ID. So we can leave, and we can bring that ID upstairs and go through that other door. I kind of want to go and see that other door that's close to the entrance, though, and see if that door is open to us now. I guess we could find out momentarily.
I have something.
Ooh, whoa. Okay. Coming this way. So we'll have to deal with that. Which way around the thing is he gonna go? Oh, okay, he's just gonna go back. That's fine too.
Show me your true form.
I don't think he even knew where I was there. I feel like the robots in this place, sometimes they have slightly larger AoE for where they notice you, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I really like Joker's critical hit animation for his physical attacks there. It's just so stylish, man. He's so stylish. And now that everybody has SP adhesives, obviously the spreading around of SP use with Baton Pass there is just, it's complete. We've come full circle, and that's going to be really powerful for us, so. Yep.
All right. And that was easy.
Leave the noobs and let's go, as Futaba would say there. Alright, back, downstairs? Upstairs? I don't remember. Hell, I'm lucky if I remember my first name some days. Okay, back downstairs. And now we can go through that door over there, but again, I kind of do. I want to go check out and see if that door... Where was it? That door over there opened up just yet, but I guess we could check this room first before we go do that. That's fine. Came all this way, might as well. Because we'd have to fight through a bunch of enemies to get to the other one, so... Yeah, hopefully. Let's check it out. Sweet! Access granted. Yeah, that is true. That is very true, Conker. He would be very stylish in what he does, just because of his persona, so... That's what I'm saying, Makoto. That's what I'm saying. Apparently no one wants to listen to me about that, though. What's out here? Anything? No, nothing out here. Okay, well, let's go check that other door out before we come back this way, then. We may have to fight through a couple of enemies to get that way, but that's okay. We're almost to the point where I want to call it for time anyway, so... Is there an enemy coming towards us, really? Oh no, this guy was here before. Never mind. Let's see if I can get behind some cover first before bad things happen.
I'll reveal your true form.
Ah, Arahabaki, you're mine! I didn't have to keep shooting, but I chose to.
Mitra! Ravage them!
You see, you fight because you're forced to. I fight because I choose to.
All right. Piece of cake.
Okay. Up we go. Check that door out, and then we'll head back this way. If there's nothing there, then that's fine. Where can I hide from that guy in here? It's right here. Can I ambush you? Not from here. There we go.
I'll reveal your true form.
Sweet. That was easy. It's like I walked up and I pressed the Staples button, and there they were. Dead. Well, basically.
Ravage them. Just stay there. Let's go.
I suppose that money reading would pay for itself a little bit quicker if you used it primarily on mini bosses. So, like, if you're going to Mementos and you're doing all-out attacks and beating up the sub-boss that you get for requests, it would make it a little quicker for how it pays for itself.
They were too weak to bother with.
It's okay. Yeah, I think we're in the same boat on that one, Conker. Oh shit. I feel like I was talking to a guy on YouTube about this at one point, and basically the way that I feel about this section is that we looked at the first person who Sai named in her notes as a potential suspect to the mental shutdown instance, and we were like, well, he's got to be the right one. We can't both be. They can't. The public also says that he's a pile of shit. They can't both be wrong, right? And well, There's no evidence saying he's part of it. We haven't found anything so far in the dungeon. Granted, we've got a long way to go in the dungeon, but still. It's like, okay, guys, could we read the rest of Sai's notes before we decide on a target, please? That's why we went after her notes in the first place, so. Alright, and we got to level 38 for Makoto, and she got Mafryla. Sweet. So we'll replace Mafry with that. She finally will get Medea Rama at the next level, though, so that'll help her out quite a bit. I'll probably replace Flash Bomb with that, because Diorama and Medea Rama are okay. Might need it for a single target or a multi-target. Her Energy Shower is still useful, though, so I don't want to get rid of that just yet. Eventually, I will get rid of it, because we'll have a better way of healing status ailments, like all of them, not just a few. So...
Okay.
But for now,
Man, that was
we'll just make do with what we've got. Another one of the orb ones there. Oh shit. Curve right back around. Okay, let's get up behind him there.
I'll reveal your true
Ha!
form.
You thought you could turn on me? You're wrong. Oh, Decarabia. Oh, poor you. Ryuji, do the honors. Actually, I'm not even gonna... Well, no. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna bother with the all-out attack. I'm just gonna spam Swift Strike, but nope. More money this way. Gotta do the more money thing. One of these days I'm gonna sound just as bad as Okumura. Oh boy. Hey, there's some liquid mercury. Nice. So that's who you can get some liquid mercury from in here, is from the Decarabias. And there's a room actually in the dungeon where it's easier to get both aluminum sheets and liquid mercury, because you face a ton of Giramekala and Decarabias all pretty close together, and there's a lot of enemies in the room. We'll be getting to that soon. Not yet, but soon.
Show me your true form.
And I'll mention it when we get there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Conquer, where the whole unanimous decision... They shouldn't have even written that part into the game if they weren't going to follow through with it. That's all I'm saying. It's like, don't tell me we need to have unanimous decisions when you're not going to give me, the player, individual choice every single time that we have to, you know, or at least give me the illusion of choice where it's like, well, we have to do this, but...
All right.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, well. Okay. Unfortunately, that one doesn't appear to be opening, so we'll head back. Dashes are too, right? Yeah, so we'll Sonic Speed it back through this one, since there shouldn't be any enemies respawning in this part, because I already, you know, killed all of them. These guys might be back, though. In here. Ah, yeah, these guys are back. That's okay, we don't have far to go. So, no big deal. That's it, Ryuji. Just stand out in the open while the enemy... This thing. Well, I was gonna say, I hope he's not gonna turn around. His whole body turned around there, so I thought he was gonna turn his head in just a second, too. Thankfully, that was not the case. Pass over to Ryuji and then smack these guys in the face with a lightning bolt. I would say shove it up their ass, Ryuji, but I don't think this ooze has an ass, so...
Sure showed me.
Take this!
Don't come back.
Alright, Nan's level 38 now. Cool. And she got a new skill out of it. Fire Boost! Alright, cool. What can we replace to put that? That's really good, so I actually kind of would like to get it for her there. I'm gonna have to break up the golden combo of Tentarafu and Ambient Aid in order to do it, though. That's no good. Well, let's get rid of Ambient Aid. We're not using it for that much at this point. She will get Matarunda at the next level there. And I kind of do want it. I mean, it's a lot more SP for her there than regular Terrunda, and in most boss fights, we don't really need the Ma version. In this particular palace, that's a different story, because we'll be fighting multiple enemies in the boss fight, but so it'll be worth it for her. Regular Terrunda would be nice for later on, but I suppose by the time I actually get to the point where that later on is happening, I won't care because she'll have so much SP that it won't matter anymore. So,
okay,
it's fine. It's fine.
Man, that was.
How close are we to the next level? 1164. Okay. And I could probably use a Snuff Soul or two, so let me use just the one for now is good. Let's switch Anne's skills around there a little bit so we can put Fire Boost underneath Evade Ice. Do I want it there? Let's see. Agi skills, Dia skills, Materunda, Kaja. I think I get one other skill for her here, but I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. Oh well. How do I have yours arranged there, Ryuji? Yeah, I have the evade first and then the boost skill after that. Okay, so we'll keep it that way. Alright. A little further and then we'll be good to go. Oh, because of the multiple enemies. Yeah, it can get a little annoying there. Yeah. I totally get it. We'll get there soon enough though, and then we'll see how annoying it could possibly be. Well, that's something. Is there anything to steal over here? Nope, just the vastness of this space station to revel at. How about this? There we go. Radar antenna. Alright, cool. Double doors? Who does he think he is, man? Okay, I think that this is the area where you can fight all of the enemies that have aluminum sheets and liquid mercury and all that stuff. Yeah, but are you gonna make that jump, Morgana? I guess we could give it a shot.
I have something.
I mean, we'll have to. We still have a bunch of buildings to go through, but I guess we could try to make our way in there. Okay, let's check out this lift. Or it could just take us sideways. That also works. Uh-oh.
Treasure chest spotted. Let's hope.
After I take care of this enemy, Ryuji. After I take care of this enemy. Ah, Decaravia and Mothman. Alright, well, you're weak to physical, and then it's just gun skills from there, right? Now, you're not resistant to guns, right?
Invulnerable to physical strikes. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's okay. We'll just do it this way. We'll go like this. We'll shoot. And then we'll go like this. And we'll shoot again. There we go. And what are you grunting and groaning about, Cole? You didn't walk 5 miles today on a golf course.
I know, but I had to type up like 17 pages of bullshit.
Okay, use case level 38.
Okay,
nice.
That easy, huh?
Yeah, friends wanted to play a game with him, so he left there a little bit. And in this chest, we get a Rasetsu. Basically, what that is, Rasetsu Ofuda probably is how you pronounce it. It's basically like Materu Kaja. It increases the attack of all your allies for 3 turns. Now, you can get these from certain enemies in Mementos or in palaces there, and you can get ones for the other Ma stat increase skills there if you negotiate with certain shadows, but I don't really do that very often, so I usually don't end up with too many of these things. We really don't need them on normal mode, though, so it's not a huge deal. And when we do hard, or rather merciless mode, we'll be able to access our personas from this playthrough anyway, so I'll have Materu Kaja on a lot of things instead. So there's a safe room right here, but I feel like I could probably get up to level 39 before I'm done. 850 to the next level. Because as soon as I come back, if I go into like 2 battles, I'm gonna have to go back anyway because I'm gonna be level 39.
All right, Looks like this place is safe.
So, let us check our progress and stuff in here first, then we'll go fight a couple battles, get to level 39. We'll head back to the entrance, and I'll fuse the persona that I would like to fuse, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, that might have made more sense considering Makoto's like the, you know, the badass biker chick or something. You'd think she'd have a weapon that's befitting of like a Mad Max type of a dealie like that. So, but apparently not. Well, we're about a third of the way through according to Yusuke. I don't know how he knows that, but okay.
You're right. What are your thoughts?
How's everybody doing?
I'm on board.
Sweet.
What are your thoughts?
Yep, so let's keep exploring then.
Okay, let's go.
I will save it right here for now. And then we will go fight those couple of battles that we need to fight along the way through the surroundings area, and then we'll come back.
Okay, let's move on.
And we'll go fuse that thing that I got there. Yeah, like I said, Conker, you'd think. There's a lot of things that you'd think would happen, but apparently most of them don't happen.
I'll reveal your true form.
Either way, I'm going to beat up some of these enemies here. But yeah, this is the area where you start seeing a lot of Dekarabias, basically, so you can get yourself a full baton pass chain because of enemies like this. Like this particular battle, I can get a full baton pass chain just by doing this. And don't use physical attacks that are attack all, obviously, when the Arahapakis are still around, because, yeah, it won't work too well for you if they repel physical. Fryla there, pass to somebody else, get some more power. And if you don't have the trophy for a 4-chain baton pass just yet, here it is. Well, I already got it, so you won't see it happen here. Also, I turned off notifications, so there's that. But, yeah, that's how it goes. Well done, Anne. Well done. Almost to that next level.
Okay.
One more fight.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
I just heard one spawn too, so that might be the deciding factor.
Focus.
Ah, that's stealable. Ooh, whoa. Gotta be careful of that guy. Ryuji, you might want to come down, bud. You might want to come down before he sees us. Let's do that. And if he turns directly this way, I'm probably gonna leave. But oh, hey, I had to jump, so he couldn't have come to us anyway. Cool. Well, I just came to him. And now he's gonna die! Whose turn is next? Makoto's? So let's use Hifumi's little party switch thing here, since we haven't done much with that just yet. Since Makoto's turn is next, let's move Haru into the party, since all of these guys are weak to gun skills. And she's got a gun skill right here. That's fine. I can just do it again. What do you mean by touch them, milady? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know that either. So I guess that's one way that you could kind of, sort of use her for baton pass. You could, you know, get a weakness hit or whatever, and then you could switch her into the party for whomever would normally go next, and then you could do it that way. But, yeah, whatever. Okay. And we finally hit level 39, so now I can kind of shut up about that persona that I've been wanting to fuse here, and we can actually just go show you what it is. Okay. Though we do have a bit of a decision to make for this part, because I can only make one skill card per day using the electric chair. And I have Giramekala to make a skill card if I would like it now, but I am about to get a persona that I will not only be using in a battle, I'll also be able to make it into a skill card that will be pretty good for us as well. So, got a decision to make here, but we'll figure it out.
Why don't we rest a little here?
Okay, so let's head back to the side entrance there. Again, don't know why it's a side entrance. And I'm gonna Just turn off chat for 2 seconds on my phone so I can go and open my actual notes. I didn't think I'd be getting to level 39 today, so I didn't actually write down the recipes that I needed for this part. But now I will. Oh, okay, it's a couple of people that I already have in my party there, so that's fine. Okay, so let me put this here, and now let's go visit the Velvet Room. We'll register a little bit, and then we'll go from there.
Do you need something?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Girame Kala into a skill card, because even though I don't plan on putting it on any personas right now, I also don't necessarily need to get Jetayu Triple Down, which is the skill card that I'm going to get in a moment, just yet, because we have it on Haru, so, and he has Snap if I really need gun skills, so it's not that big of a deal.
Rehabilitation?
But first,
You'd like
let's
to read
register
it
the
if you want to
personas that we
register
have,
it?
the ones that
Are
have
you
gained some
sure?
EXP there. There we go. Okay, and now
Time for some rehabilitation.
we're moving closer and closer to being able to fuse the Hecaton Kaires that the twins want me to fuse there.
wish to
Can't
perform
fuse
an
that till
execution.
42, but in the meantime, we can fuse Mothman up into a slightly better status ailment inducer there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, Conquer. I'm just going to turn Girame Kala into a skill card, and then tomorrow I'm going to turn our new dude that we're about to fuse, White Rider, into a skill card, because even though he'll be useful for me inflicting a bunch of status ailments on people, he's also turns into the triple down skill card, and I'm going to get that on Jetayu there in not too long. But first, we have to fuse him, so that's what I'm going to do.
I see. A strong
Fuse
persona
up
indeed.
the White Rider, the first of the riders that you can create in the game out of 4. You need all 4 eventually in order to summon a certain particularly powerful persona later in the Judgment Confidant and the Judgment Arcana, but we don't have access to that quite yet, not for a little while, so... But yes, this is one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I forget which one this is, though, because the Red Rider is another one you get later. He's War. The Pale Rider is Death. And I think the Black Rider, which is the last one that you get, is, I want to say, Pestilence. So this guy's got to be Famine, if I remember right. But I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that one. But anyway, the thing that he will do for me, now he does have triple down already, so he'd be a decent gun attacking persona, and I mean he has a bow, so that makes sense that he'd have that sort of attack. But what he's going to be for me is Dark Elemental Attacker and an Ailment Inducer there, so... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Drukers, is that he's Famine. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he could very well be. Now, the only thing is that I'm not going to actually pass Tentarafu up to him because I have that on Shikioji there. So that frees me up a little bit to use some other skills that I could put on him there. So like Makajameon and Abysmal Surge are the 2 skills that I'm going to pass up to him there. So he's going to be our Silence Inducer and Despair Inducer. I didn't think I'd be using Despair, but we'll be using it anyway since I got it. We'll pass Aga up, and we'll pass Ambient Aid up. And then we'll go from there.
Choose the inherited skills, inmate.
Okay, fine. Quote me on that. That's fine. I'll look it up for next time, and then you can quote me on that once we get that far. Now I could pass up Confuse Boost as well for him there if you were passing Tentarafu, you could pass Confuse Boost up to him there. But don't worry, we actually don't need anything that boosts the chances of statuses other than Ambient Aid because he's about to get a skill. Well, not yet, but he's going to get a skill that will definitely aid us in all of this, so... Some site says Pestilence. Okay, so there. I was probably wrong. I don't know. I always think of the guy... Because Black Rider has this scale that he takes with him instead of a bow. So the site is probably correct. He's probably Pestilence. And that would make the Black Rider Famine. I don't know, man. I just... play games here. I was gonna say work here, but nope. Don't work here. There ain't no work on this stream. Anyway, here he is, White Rider. Passed up a couple of good status ailments that he can use, and in a moment, you'll see what else he can do. I don't need strength because he's really not going to use any strength attacks. He's basically just going to use status ailments, like I said, and Ma Aga there, and regular Aga. So he's our Dark Elemental Attacker from now on. I'll get rid of Onikagra for that, don't need that. He has Masuku Kaja. I guess I could keep Evil Touch. I really don't need Snipe because I'm not going to really use Triple Down. I'm not going to keep Triple Down. I'm not going to keep Snipe. I guess I'll keep Evil Touch since he'll basically just be Darkened status. So we'll get rid of Triple Down, and then the next ability he gets, we'll get rid of Snipe for that. I'll probably end up getting rid of Evil Touch depending on what else he gets. We'll see. And Foul Breath. Okay, I don't need Foul Breath, so we'll just get rid of that. And there it is. At level 45, he actually gets the skill Ailment Boost, which does not stack with other boosting things for status ailments, but it increases the success rate of inflicting every status ailment in the game. So it's really good if you have a persona with multiple different status ailments on it, like White Rider here. So I think I figured out exactly what I'm going to do here. I am going to probably use the Gallows to try to fuse Girame Kala into White Rider. I might even get Marakunda on him that way, then I can get rid of Evil Touch. And then, excuse me, we'll get Ailment Boost out of that, so... Yeah, it's really nice to have Conquer. I definitely wanted to make sure that I grab this guy because I'm going to want to pass Ailment Boost up to a couple of other things that we can use ailments for later. I don't have an endgame persona that I'm planning on using that has a ton of status ailments, but by that point we won't really need them that badly. So maybe though, I might do a little extra research and figure out something that I can use with a bunch of status ailments. But first, before we strengthen there, let's set up White Rider's skills and make him all fancy dancy there. We'll put that there, that there. Yeah, we'll put Evil Touch, Makajamion, and Abysmal Surge above Masuku Kaja. We're going to put Ailment Boost there in just a minute once we get that going. I'm going to save first before we fuse Girame Kala into him. We'll see if I get... Yes, it might also be useful for Arsene's Cane because I think it works with that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the low ailment chance from Arsene's Cane might be slightly increased from that as well. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that, so I guess I could say don't quote me on that, but as with last time, I couldn't really tell you. I didn't do enough research into it for it to matter, so it's okay, though.
Justine, do you want to are you sure?
Alright, let's register White Rider like that. Then let's see how much experience Girame Kala would give him.
That will do.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely... Oh my good lord, man, that's ridiculous. We don't need that much. We don't need that much experience. You know what? I saved it, so I'm going to see if I get Marakunda out of it, because that would be really funny and ridiculous at the same time. I would like different statuses there. I don't need strength at all. So...
What are you waiting for?
Let's see if we can get it where there's no strength. That will work.
This is what it shall become.
But yeah, once you start getting up... yeah, that's like 3 levels, I'm thinking, yeah. Once you start getting up higher like that, he'll be like right on the cusp of level 47. And no, actually... Yeah, actually, he'll probably be right on the cusp of 47, so that's pretty damn good. But yeah, once you start getting higher on the ranks of everything and you start getting high Arcana bursts there, it gets pretty ridiculous, so how much extra experience you can get from things. Alright, Girame Kala, pass him a Marakunda, please. That would be very nice. I suppose if he does, then I could just get it off screen. Like, after I'm done with the stream, I could just do it. Like, reload my save. Alright, well that's a ton of magic, so that'll really help us. He's got about as much magic as Mitra now, I think, so that's pretty good. Let's do Snipe there. What do we get? Mudun. Okay, well, we don't need Mudun there. Unfortunately, Ailment Boost does not work with instant kill attacks like that. You're going to want to get a boost skill specifically for the instant death spell that you've got, so you want, like, Mudo Boost or Hama Boost if you're using a light elemental skill. Actually, I kind of would rather have Evil Touch than this. I guess I could get rid of Masuku Kaja since I have that on Mitra. I doubt I'm ever going to use Mudun because it's... I think it's like 60% chance for an instant death. So... Yeah, you know what? I can get rid of Masuku Kaja for that. There we go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna want to try to reload my save and just get Marakunda on him instead of that. So that's probably what I'll go ahead and do, and I'll get rid of I'll get rid of the same thing. I'll get rid of Masuka Kaja for Marakanda there. It'll be useful. But anyway, once I do that, I also what I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to register White Rider in here. I mean, I'll have to reorganize his skills, obviously, once I get them. But if I get Marakanda, it's going to be in the right spot anyway for my OCD to be satisfied. And then I can use the electric chair to turn him into the triple down skill card there.
So, this is what it will become.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised, Conquer. Like I said, once you start getting up higher on the levels there and you start getting higher on the Confidant levels, that plus higher Arcana Burst and everything, it gives you so much experience, it's ridiculous. It makes it really easy, though, to start using personas of lower levels if you like the look of some of them aesthetically at higher levels, because you'll have enough experience to sort of catch them up almost, so... But anyway, let's turn White Rider immediately into the triple down skill card so that we have it for Jetayu there. I don't need triple down for anything other than him, so I'm not really too worried about it there.
Finished for now? Done already?
And then I would give it to Jetayu and I would register him in there, and then I'd be done.
It is time, inmate.
So, I will go and get Marakanda on White Rider off screen there. I do still want to make Yurimekala into a skill card, so I'll do that like tomorrow in the game. It won't be a big deal at that point. And then, once I've done all of that, we will head back here and continue working our way through Okumura's palace on the next episode of Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one. Take care, and have a good night. My finger was pried like right close to the save button there to do all this, but gotta remember, don't need to do that right now because I have a save file from 2 minutes ago. Well, that's good, Conquer. That's good. It sounds like you're pretty much on track there. Like I said, maybe add up your how many you have during the daytime to do and how many you have at night to do, and then see which total is higher. And that total is the one where you don't want to get your guts boosts on. So you'll want to get your guts boosts during the daytime if you have more nighttime stuff to do, and vice versa. So just add them up and see what you end up with, and that's usually what works for me. All right, later, everybody.